Welcome back, one and all, to Dreamworks Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me, as always, we have the wonderful members of the Speedrunners. We have, of course, Logan playing as Sinbad the Sailor, Sam playing as Nicholas St. North, Shelby playing as Tuthania of the Fairies, and Logan West playing as Hiccup. Of course, we excuse two of our members. One might arrive, one can't be here today, but indeed, last we left the Speedrunners. Man, what didn't you do? Let's go through these, packed notes. Speaking with Ramses, convincing him to trade the Book of Peace for a Shard of Power. But of course, Sinbad rightfully calling Ramses had two. Why he was willing to make the trade in the first place, and why he was very confident in letting you even have just one. The deal was made, but before you knew much of what was going on, sailing out of the city, Hiccup realized he had the book still in his bag. Being attuned to it means it came back to him as magic items have started turning on. Ramsey started his attack, Santa thankfully clutching with a quick snow globe, getting you guys all into the frosted north of Sjorven. Unfortunately, Sinbad getting possessed and a blood sigil strike onto your own ship was crazy. But thankfully, Gabriel, the man in the moon, showed up, giving you a bit of words of comfort, saying how there was much going on, that you guys could indeed choose to resurrect the Sandman, one of these powerful old guardians. Indeed asked you for the shard, Sinbad, and you declined.
Don't trust this motherfucker.
Don't trust him. Journeying across then through to the mainland, using the Shard of Awakening to help get you some certain animals to just engage on your trip outwards. But before on the mainland, after 5 days, Pitch arrived. That time it took him a while to find you guys. I kind of forgot. It took him almost 20 days to figure out what happened. But having found you guys, when we're speedrunning, it's like, oh, we're here now. Pitch found you guys bringing monstrous nightmares. Unfortunately, using sleight of hand and illusion magic to yoink the shard. Thankfully, not killing anyone though, as has happened in other parties. Spending the rest of the time...
Yeah, we messed him up, though.
You did mess him up, actually. That did affect what happened in one of the other parties' quote-unquote Season 1 finales. On the 10th day of the 3rd month, now in what we would call late winter, early spring, you see off in the distance a city beginning to grow. And as you step through the woods, many creatures, Sinbad, that Hiccup, the three of you kind of notice, just in that split second, elves have walked out, bows knocked, not pointed at you, but merely in that preparation of war. An elf has stepped forward, saying, "We need to talk."
We just got Lothlorien.
Bit of Lothlorien. As speaking...
We could have shot him in the dark.
Santa is breathing so loud, we could have shot him in the dark. No. As these elves approach, you see one of them will step forward, the one that spoke. "My name is Roman Olestina. I'm captain of the guard here at Volenar. Are you indeed champions of the higher gods?"
You could say that, yeah.
You see that Roland, again, immediately in our real world knowledge, very Inuit-looking elf. Again, those high pointed ears, but beautiful black and brown braided hair that's tight with that much tanner, olive to the point of that almost charcoaly, cool skin. What we would think of a drow elf, a dark elf. No, just a high elf, but Inuit. They live here in the frozen tundra.
In the desert.
In the desert. Roland kind of takes his knowledge. "Come with us. Our High King very much desires to speak with you in some of the recent dangers that have passed." As he kind of looks...
We're literally 3 for 3 for seeing the High King.
Yep.
High King, yep.
That's Sinbad. That was Sinbad.
3-4-3, we got this. Keep the ball rolling.
That's Sinbad and North. We're meeting all of them.
In the sky, you see Roland kind of looks up, the bloody crescent moon hanging there as it has for these many months. You see, Roland looks at it not as an observer, but as an interpreter. You see his eyes looking closely at the moon to the stars. The timing is well. Much has happened in the world these past nights. Let's travel. As he kind of like unknocks all his weapons, falls in step with you guys, but you see the rest kind of like spread a little bit out into the trees, as you kind of feel that like they're definitely nearby, but more in that advanced guard wherever you're going.
Okay.
So nothing's getting close to us.
Nothing can get close. Indeed, as you pass these next hour or so, getting closer to the city, you hear in the distance phew, 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 arrows being fired, creatures screeching in agony, very ungodly screams. You see Roland. Demonic creatures have begun their attacks in earnest upon this place. It is grateful that we found you before they did. Come.
I
Come.
give like the...
To the rest of the party, yeah, it's not like, the what? As Roland kind of talks, he says, please, tell me of your names.
I'm Sinbad, and this is my crew of the Chimera.
Sinbad, crew of the Chimera. As you see, Kale, Rat, and most of the others just kind of give that general, like, jerky nod of, like, hey. You see Marina, co-captain of the Chimera. She nods.
Nicholas St. North.
We know of you, Nicholas. Our children delight in your presence every year. Yeah, it's like...
An adult believing in Santa!
As nodding his head, Tooth and Hiccup introducing themselves, Roland continues walking through the woods, making polite conversation. Has your journey been difficult these past months?
From the sounds of it, it was pretty easy.
You have had, as the Oracle states, a much easier time in your travels. Others have been waylaid due to their calling as champion. But you have had your share of loss, I see. As he kind of like that very insight, just kind of looking at the crew of the Chimera, sand ship, everything. You see, Rome, we hope to offer insight, as thankfully we have had much success in staving off the dangers of the world. But it is not safe to discuss in open prying eyes. As he doesn't look around in the woods, he looks up, and then he looks down. Again, not observantly, but inquisitively of what is there. Eventually, this is a very crude map, but you see before you beautiful spires of ice and mounds of huts. The city of Volenar, stretching outwards along the coast. Grand tiered walls coming around each, bringing with them beautiful silver and coal.
It's Attack on
It's
Titan.
Attack on Titan. There is a central river that does run into Volenar itself. You actually know it is the River Vol, as Volenar mean, city of the River Vol in Elvish. Bringing forward, though, he is bringing you along this road, what we would know, into Garden Market, and starting into the city itself. This is a high elven city, and it is very what we might know as that Tolkien elves move to and fro in very graceful fashion. They still work in what we would call a normalistic sense, as even here in the Garden Market, there's business to be done. They are not just elves here. But you see people are trading to and from many different sorts of, what we would know as like canned goods and different like things in the winter time in the buying and selling of like vegetables and fruits. Many do stop and watch you guys pass as each of these elves turn, just watching with that inquisitive like Roland had at your presence here.
I want to talk to Roland. I'm going to say, what do you know of the angels?
He says, he looks up again. Much. It may not be safe yet. We have presences to protect us in the city, but let us wait until we are in the courts. We have ways to keep you safe.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
Norton's
thought he
gonna
was.
go,
I thought they were talking. He was looking up because they were having a pest problem with dragons.
no, up and down, heaven and
Up
hell.
and
Yeah,
down.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
getting
it's,
that now.
it's that realize. I think it is that like, oh.
At first I thought it was dragons, but now I.
Eventually, through the garden market, past the next set of gates and tower, leading what we would know into more of the residential, the Golden Ring Village. Eventually, the Jetford district, crossing the Great Vole River into what we would know as the Crystal Fair districts. Now, you're noticing, of course, there is no palace, right? Like, it is that, like, there's no grand building center of the city that everything's built around. Instead, most of these houses, while of course very nice, the perceptibility of, as you pass the rings, is noticeable enough of, okay, here's the lower tier, upper, higher. There is enough of a class distinction, but still very equal. It's more denoted, you would think, into like, these are the merchants, these are the aristocrats, and these are like, probably lived here for who knows how many hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Crystal Fair eventually leading to a beautiful house. What you would know first of all is that it looks to be carved out of wood and ice, as most what we would know Inuit homes would be, except that the wood is inlaid with fine silvers that seem to reflect against this now receding starlight into
no
the
one
sun.
Likes to show off.
The elves like shows.
The elves are shows. You see though that ice crystalline structures have been formed, kind of like hedge topiaries. But as you pass through, there are elves that are slowly using cantrips to shape the water and ice into different structures, very artistry-like.
This motherfucker's cheating!
It's cheating! It's cheating! Yeah. You see, though, that as you enter in, eventually, Roland stops. This is where I must leave you, as my duty is out there. It is a pleasure to have met you, champions.
Thank you very much.
Roland heads off.
Knock him dead, brother.
You watch, though, that as he leaves, another walks out. You see a female elf. Even by elven standards, she looks old. You can see lines in her face. What we would think of like, oh, you must be in your maybe 40s, 50s, like.
That's
but for an elf, like, ooh, old.
Depends on if we're doing D&D or token style elves.
Depends.
I don't think token style elves even got old.
Yeah, exactly. Token style
they
very
can
much.
only die by violence.
Mm-hmm. You see, though, that the woman steps forward. She is adorned in a very heavy fur coat and dress, but sees you. Champions, we were told of your coming. I and Oberyn, High Queen of Volenar. It is a pleasure to welcome you to my home. And I think, again, especially for your crew, they're looking around like, Kale, like, so is the castle behind the house? Or is this...
I think it might be under. It's probably warmer.
Right, don't stay outside. You say, Oberyn, though, gestures inward as you all walk into this kind of simple, more, we would say, two-story, but definitely that finer house, more open planning. There is, though, in the center of this kind of courtyard area with hanging topiary that are kept, probably magically growing, a simple area, large stone table, very octagonal, not perfectly round. Sitting at one end is an elven man, too, with lines upon his face, very silvery grayed hair, his eyes jet black, piercing as he views different scrolls. And you see there are two people on either side. One, what you could assume to be a high general. Full armor, intricately laid plate, helmet under one arm, sword, hand on pommel. On the other is a simpler man who has, shall we say, very interesting eyes. You wouldn't be able to differentiate him from any of the elves you've seen so far, except his eyes change color every few seconds. Not in a harsh flash, but in the muted transformation, the ombrings from the pinks to blues to yellows, as his eyes continue to change,
He's seen the neon.
seeing much out there, a very psychedelic vision.
He's tripping balls, bro.
As looking up, you see the elf at the sitting. Welcome, champions. I am very glad that Ariad's vision was truth. Please sit.
Who does he gesture towards when he says Ariad?
Gestures the man with the eyes, the elven man, who also looks up, and he doesn't meet any of your gazes. Instead, he seems to look like just to the sides of each of you.
Yeah, he's got.
He's kind of like looking. You see, as this higher king introduces, I am King Galen of Volenar, head of the elves for many ages. You grace us with your presence, champions, as you have been chosen by the higher gods to either save our reality or destroy it. And you see, he kind of gives that bow of the head.
Whew, yeah, about that. I was just wondering, just in general, what do you guys know about angels and demons and stuff?
See, at this point, Ariad, steps forward, the man with the eyes, and both High King and the man in armor, silent, just turn to him. Ariad walks forward to you, Sinbad, slowly. Not looking you in the eyes, but again, just around you.
He's got Asperger's.
He's like, this guy, okay, now listen, it's okay, you don't have to make eye contact.
His heart is beating like crazy.
But he is going, let me pull up a list here real quick. Looking at you, Sinbad. Zuriel. You see Ariad speaks this higher timbre voice. Zuriel.
Oh, crap.
I name thee and command thee leave. He turns, looks just behind north. Ragiel. I name thee and command thee leave. Turns to Tooth. Sabriel. I command thee leave. Finally, he turns before he can talk to Hiccup. Many things will happen at once. Nothing dangerous, but you see he looks confused, like a half a second of apprehension, as Hiccup simply vanishes.
Hey! What was that?
Ah.
I'd go over to where Hiccup was.
Start through the air. Is he invisible? Is it illusion?
Like, what did you do?
Nothing. The angels wish to speak to him very soon.
Okay, what? Hey, buddy.
He turns and looks you locked in the eyes now.
What are you looking at? Angels, I assume?
Everything.
That doesn't answer anything.
You see, King Galen kind of raises his hand. Do not be troubled by Ariad's visions. He is the oracle of our realities and sees much. It has caused him told to his mind. Simply, he is naming and dismissing your guardian angels that heaven has sent to watch over you.
Sure would have been nice to have seen them earlier.
You must know now that, as Galen continues, you are not being watched currently, but that they may continue to scry upon you once you leave this place.
How do I make them not do that?
See, Galen, there is higher magics, but none that we the elves possess for protection against these scrying.
Now you say protection. Have you guys had to protect yourselves from the angels?
See, Galen, not so much the angels, no, but we are wise to their workings. I'm sure you have many questions. Allow me to try to give you information.
Spectacular.
See, Ariad and the man in armor, or elf in armor, both sit now at this point. All of you can sit. You do see immediately servants are bringing in different hot drinks, foods, just general what we'd call very brunch vibes of hey, let's get you guys fed.
Are we at a table?
Yes, this kind of octagonal table where it's
Santa ate nothing when we were getting fed everywhere else, especially with Proteus. He just starts going ham.
Starts going ham.
I make sure to hold Marina's hand.
See, Marina takes your hand. Her hand is... It's that icy cold of, like, yeah, it's cold here. But also that, like, very, like, tense. You kind of realize, though, she doesn't show on her face. She is feeling very stressed right now. There's a lot going on. Galen will simply speak. We elves are not native to this plane. Indeed, we come from a different branch of Yggdrasil, but arrived here in the mortal plane, what humans call the Second Age. During the Second Age, we saw much. Indeed, we understood much, but one thing is clear, that the world was headed towards disaster from our arrival. But, try as we might, we cannot return home. For our destruction would occur either here or in our homelands. What you know as heaven and hell are great forces, locked away before even our coming to this plane. Heaven is comprised of, in common, angels. They are beings of light, order, and goodness. But they are commanded by those. They are not individualized beings. They are a force, an army created before the world was formed. And you see at this point, Ariad, the oracle, kind of like steps forward. And to us it is given 7 to command the hosts of heaven upon their ranks numbered, 9 realms of these beings to be instructed, and let the armies be passed forth among the greatest, Michael. And kind of stops, and you see Galen kind of nods as if, like, thank you for continuing. Like,
Yeah. So Michael rules heaven.
Michael rules heaven, as there are 4 gods above. One, known by many to be Zephim, or the Lord. He is an interesting being of creation, as we do not see him. None truly do. We know his presence is here, otherwise true destruction would be upon us, but he does not command the hosts. Michael does. But
Michael's no joke.
there were not merely...
In every canon.
In any canon, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Like,
see...
DC Comics,
Yeah.
number 1 is Michael. I mean, there is the one above all, which is
Yeah,
God,
right, yeah.
but he can't do anything.
Mhm.
The ones that can actually do anything,
Is-
1 is Michael, 2 is Satan.
And that's where you see King Galen. Michael does have an equal, though.
Like, that's
He's
crazy.
like, as he says this,
I think it's Lucifer.
Yeah.
as he pulls up, just to make sure I get this right. There were not always 7 Seraph. 8 were actually their number, but
Then 1 fell.
the second youngest of their orders fell due to disagreement. It's kind of like the creatures we know as demons are separated into 2 distinct functions. There are devils, angels who were once powerful, glorious in light and goodness, but were damned by their peers and pushed from grace. Their grace was corrupted and they became devils. Demons were creatures shaped by the world, shaped by humans, dwarves, elves, out of our darkness and ambitions. These creatures now command a singular force in what we know as hell. 2 elves.
What else is important?
HE double hockey sticks.
Yeah. Well, because hell is the Norse underworld.
Singular L is a Norse. There's actually a couple
Oh,
different
really?
underworlds in this campaign.
Yeah,
this
found
round.
that out because we
Oh, I
joined
see.
Merlin.
Yeah, there's a couple, yeah,
the
right?
Party.
So you see, Galen, You champions were chosen, I believe, in error.
Okay.
You see your rat just like, knew it.
Hey!
This goes back to like drinking whatever, like. You see Galen though just. The gods above, the four that created the world, chose champions, to our understanding from what Ariad had seen in his visions, to be saved. To protect the world or hearken its destruction. But this is not complete truth. Heaven does not care what you champions do. From Ariad's visions and interpretation of their voices, Michael simply wishes to release all of heaven and hell and begin destruction of the world.
I didn't have any spoilers, and I called it!
There is that level of like, knew it. You see, Galen, but that is not where the true problem lies. The problem lies in the fact that heaven and hell are not the only powers in this reality. Truly the strongest, but there are 4 other pantheons that each desire either salvation or destruction. The Nordics have Ragnarok in store. From our seer, Odin prepares the Aesir to begin Ragnarok. The Egyptians seek salvation. Ra plans to rally those and kill Michael to save from the apocalypse in their terms.
Good luck, Raw.
Yeah, right. You see,
Dawn of the sun. Good one.
the Chinese,
Bitch, please.
the Jade Emperor in China, wishes to halt destruction
Yeah, he's the weakest of them.
through stopping Michael, Ra, any that would try to propose the end of salvation.
Where's Buddha in all this?
We'll get to that.
Let's go.
And you see, and of course the Incans remain hidden. No one really knows what happened to them. I fear, like our gods, and you see when he says our, you think he means the elven gods, may have faded.
Damn. Oh, that's tough.
No one knows what happens to the Incan gods. You see, Galen, much is happening to the world.
They killed each other, right?
Oh, those are the Aztec.
Or Incan Aztec, the South Americans, it's hard to
Yeah.
tell. There are some, like, what we know as mythological is, like, they had, like, I don't want to say, like, a set pantheon, but there is a lot of conflicting myth of,
Overlaps.
like, hey,
Quetzalcoatl's
this
the
killed
most
here, and in part, a lot of it is because the conquistadors fucked it all
Yeah.
up. They came and
Yeah.
really ruined a lot of other records. We really don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You see, though, King Galen,
We're
says,
the
Spanish.
real pirates of history.
yeah, right.
Stealing from the rich or going and screwing over an entire culture.
Galen
British Museum.
continues. There is one, though, that is the greatest problem of these, and that you know as Pitch. This,
Yeah, he's an asshole.
he is
Pardon
a
my
complicated creature. Born of dark cult magic, child of the mortal plane, but fathered by Lucifer himself. Pitch was chosen at one point to be a guardian, if I understand correctly, but was twisted by his lineage into forsaking his mortality in return for darker powers. And as of this last fortnight, Pitch has succeeded in his first goal, the breaking of the first seal. Now heaven has been released, and indeed true demons now walk the earth. This has both been beneficial and controversial for Volenar, as before, all of Pitch's forces were attacking us. Now, they seem split in many different directions, but many still come to destroy us. Most likely, you see, he kind of gestures at Ariad, who at this point has kind of like, not tuned out of the conversation, but you see Ariad has started like just scratching something on a scroll. To destroy the Oracle, a being of complex power who in any reality sees much. We have brought you here, though, because you all have specific understandings, according to Ariad. You see Ariad kind of brings up the pirate, the guardians, the dragon tamers. You see, kind of stops, listens.
Dragon tamers, dragon hunters.
And so it is. Broken. Continuing. Thus shall the third one now break. Goes back in. See Galen just kind of... We wish to offer any support we can. We do not have much, as our forces now are sieged by the powers of hell.
What do you wish for?
See, Galen kind of takes a deep breath, and you see the age appear in his face. Sinbad, I have lived over 3,000 years. I have seen much. I simply wish for rest. Peace from this life. But it is my allotted duty to protect those in my care. So I wish for peace for the world. A complex request.
Yeah, that's tough. If I could roll insight and try to see if he wants peace as in the end of it all, or if he wants peace as in heaven and hell no longer fighting.
Exactly. Go ahead. Yeah, give me that insight.
I add +2. Big money, big money, big money, big money. 13
13
total.
13 total. You think it's probably the latter. It's not that he wants destruction of people. Like, if everyone's gone, then I'm finally alone. It's more of that you think...
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. It's that, very careful. It does seem, though, in his face, he's really worried about this escalating conflict.
Okay, I have some questions.
Yeah. And I assume you both do. So yeah, it's that...
This is the only question from Logan to August.
Mhm.
Eris is from the Greek pantheon, right?
As far as you know?
Did he mention it? He hasn't said anything about the Greek pantheon.
No.
Okay. Now this is Sinbad. He's gonna say, what do the guardians... If we were chosen to be guardians, to be saved, but we have no greater purpose outside of just existing, what was the purpose of having guardians?
Well, I see at this point, Ariad speaks up. Gabriel will answer this. As appearing, not in a bright flash, not in thunder,
Fear not.
simply sitting now at the table, a man has appeared. His eyes marble white, spiked white hair, no wings, simply a man sitting. I came as soon as I could. And you see, Galen immediately kind of rises out of the chair, goes to a knee. Seraph Gabriel, you honor Volenar with your presence. Gets back up, sits down, as Gabriel is sitting there. Hello.
The question stands.
Could you repeat the question? You see Gabriel. I've had a lot of things on my plate. He kind of looks over, grabs a cup from North. May I drink this? Thank you.
if we were chosen as guardians, but it sounds as if the force of heaven has no care for us to be guardians, what is the point of the guardians? If the rule you follow brings you to this, of what point is the rule?
I've asked myself that many times in the past days, Sinbad.
Yeah, he's probably gone through an arc.
Yeah.
He's gone through a lot.
They don't trust me.
It
Why?
was a month.
Oh,
of
that's
working.
why.
Fuck! Yeah. But you see, Gabriel, I was chosen out of the Seraph as one to stay upon the mortal plane. The messenger, the presence of heaven.
A Zerophil.
My avatar became a celestial body. In the second age, the moon arose. And you see Gallon just kind of nods like, yeah. Like, you think Gallon was probably there when it happened.
Oh! That's where it all comes together.
You
I
see Gabriel, my
I
avatar
forgot
was
that he was a
chosen,
man.
and my true body stayed in heaven. Now it is here. He kind of like flexes a hand. You feel almost a slight tremor in the ground, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, gravity.
I have been tricked. I was told to be the messenger.
This is huge.
Michael does not seek champions merely as a distraction for hell while
Yeah.
we prepare the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I do not know how to feel of this yet. And you see very genuine, it's like, oh, he could go either way right now. He could be like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. The Guardians were formed through heaven's discretion as a preliminary safeguard against Pitch and those that would seek to break the seal of hell. To muster the magic and amusement of children, the most powerful magics there are in wonder and imagination. But through mistakes, we believed we could dissuade an enemy of heaven by granting Pitch status as guardian. And you see, he looks at North. Pitch served for many centuries, but then was corrupted without our knowledge. This was heaven's mistake. My mistake. The Guardians now are a looser term for the champions. This is
August,
very good.
do I think that something happened? Or do I think that what I said, like, shook it?
Maybe a bit of both. I think on a passive insight, it's that, like, oh, like, maybe not just what you said, but you're thinking the plural champions. It's very passive insight for everyone. Oh, they're talking about more than just the people at this table,
Oh, for
like
sure.
the four of you guys.
I think
Like-
we know about the other champions.
Exactly. And so it's that Gabriel didn't have a lot to talk with everyone else, but even in his slight passings and in these past couple weeks, what has he been told? What has he learned? What has
Literally
he...
none of them gave him the shard.
No one gave him the shard, which was that, like, we were all gonna work together. And you see, Gabriel's actually gonna bring that up as you think of that, Sinbad. My instructions were to help gather the sword from the different champions. But I saw my brother save Pitch from an attack that would have killed him. Michael shielded Pitch from one of the champions. When I confronted him, he says that he needs Pitch to help in the breaking of the further seals.
Yeah, dude. It's a dig measuring contest.
It's a dig measuring contest. It's Gabriel.
I'm gonna start giving Santa a massage.
Yeah, just like said, leans over on the. Hey, buddy, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm gonna lean over to Tooth and say, I was right.
You see, Tooth has a lot of questions in her eyes, which we'll leave when Shelby can arrive, like for her to ask.
Do you want to text her?
I have.
Okay, no worries.
Help! But you see, Gabriel is now just looking very. Again, his face seems very just one set, kind of that RBF, but not completely, but just that like.
The elves said that the first seal was broken.
Yes, so is the second.
How did this happen?
Oh, God.
Because Michael got hiccup before I did.
No!
Hiccup is alive, but he was, as the Book of Peace attuned, a good man who had every right, as ordained as a descendant of Adam, to break the second seal.
Hold on. Explain.
The Book of Peace is Adam's book. Adam,
Yeah.
when we made the seals, many different people came forward. The least of which being Adam and Eve for the second and first seal, respectively. Eve proposed her sword as the first, Adam his book of scripture as the second. The third seal is currently in a different reality, therefore we have time. This is a seal of the warrior of the dragon spirit, one of the high gods. But it is lost for now.
That's so cool.
The fourth being of the great wizard Merlin, but Merlin is also lost, but his champion remains. That is a dangerous position. And you see he was about to drink, kind of stops, realizing, oh, that's not good. The
Dude,
fifth,
Gabriel's on our side!
the fifth, of course, being the staff of the prophets, entrusted to Moses, who has doubts, but I believe, unfortunately, he is still a servant of heaven, as I should be. But the sixth seal is safe. No one has seen Cain in centuries.
Is this the SCP Kane, or is this the,
It's my Cain.
Yeah, I know.
Fun fact, you want to know what's canon to Dreamworks?
What?
Where's Waldo?
You motherfucker.
I'm not even joking. Like, Cain is our Waldo. It is a pure, no one knows where he is.
Hidden in plain sight.
Hidden place that no one's ever gonna find him until it becomes a manhunt, basically.
It's Toji, the
You see-
invisible man.
Gabriel, and of course the seventh seal lies with the Seraphim, which I have no choice. Should all six be broken, I must break the seventh. Otherwise, I will be damned.
Yeah.
You see, actually, he looks a little confused. I think North, you have that passive. Gabriel's wondering why he's not damned right now. Like, it's that, like, why am I not? Like, because Gabriel isn't technically doing what heaven wants. Like, he probably shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You see, but there's much we can do to save the world, as Galen has rightfully said. And you see, the King of the Elves has kind of, like, fully sat back of, like, yeah, like, let's, yeah.
The angel is here.
Okay. How do we prevent... So, defending seals, we can only defend them for so long.
Indeed.
The one that can break the next seal is Pitch. So, by my only logic and reasoning, if we kill Pitch, that's Hell's only way to break the seals, as well as Heaven's only way to break the seals.
With each seal broken, Hell can send more of their armies and lieutenants, but Pitch is different. Demons have no effect on the seal, but Pitch is not a demon. He is a corrupted man, for lack of a better term.
So we need to make sure that Pitch doesn't break any seals, but more importantly, we need to make sure that none of the other champions break any of the seals.
So is
That
our
is my goal.
next step the Sandman step?
I believe it would be the most logical cause. The Sandman is a being of intense power. Come on,
Hey. Yeah.
Did
You see-
August? Do you know
Gabriel will continue.
shielded Pitch
Sandman.
from you? We
You
just
told
found
me.
out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
I'm-
Sandman passes.
Yes.
I'm honestly pissed because I would have killed him.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Valka.
Door.
I
Valka
was
was.
taking my second attack and he would have been down, so that's why August shielded
Pitch
him.
was on death's
And
door.
Michael went.
I'm so pissed at Michael.
Shield.
Divine intervention.
Basically.
I'm a good guy.
But you see,
The football
Gabriel.
jock, Michael.
Right. Gabriel does.
Oh, he has.
Sandman is the most logical course. Sandman's powers rival Pitch's, and indeed, should he be resurrected, he could either destroy the demonic powers that Pitch holds, or destroy the humanity left in him, making him a demon unworthy of touching seals. The seals have many different ways to being broken, and this is the problem. The third seal can be destroyed by the Dragon Warrior, who currently holds the scroll, but, again, they are off our reality. The fourth seal must be broken by the champion who holds the amulet. This could be a problem. This champion has been shown to act very rashly when their loved ones are at stake. The fifth seal must be broken by the Troll Hunter, Jim Lake Jr., who, fun fact, Jim has been a pawn of Morgana for some time.
Oh,
Well,
that is the person that I keep hearing about.
Yeah. The fifth seal must be broken by the Prophet. Oh, it's solid.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Like, ooh.
Some
It
of the-
starts
some
off
of the
very
later
like, oh,
spin-offs
this
are
is such a kid show. And then you're like, okay. Keep going. Keep going.
I like this.
The sixth seal, of course, lies with Cain. Anyone can kill Cain. Only a pure person, lawful good or chaotic evil.
Oh,
We
interesting.
must then stop Pitch.
So a person that's sure of heart.
Yep.
Sure of heart.
On opposite end of the spectrum.
And of course, the seventh seal lies with the Seraph. Each of the champions have much to do. The least of which, though, should be recovering Sandman.
Okay, so none of those seals have anyone in our party, right? Except for the Book of Peace.
With the bees,
Wait,
but
But unfortunately, Michael is
Michael
going
just
to
gonna pick up.
mother effer.
and no one can tell Logan about this because it's gonna be his choice. Of Michael's gonna come to be like, "I need your help."
I don't think Logan will do it.
Depends. We'll see.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
Michael's
the
gonna
Archangel
force him?
Michael.
It could be a lot of there's a lot of stuff that can happen.
It's gonna happen no matter what, though.
You see,
Eventually.
Gabriel will continue, though. Of course, as Galen has stated, there's other problems besides the proverbial phallus match, as Sinbad has called it.
Okay.
He's picked that up from you, like, alright, I guess this is a
I guess he's right. Yeah.
As Galen has stated, the other gods' pantheons prove challenges. The Aesir desire Ragnarok, the Egyptians desire the death of the angels, the Jade Emperor desires peace, and no one knows what happened to the Incans.
What of Zeus?
Who is Zeus?
Eris?
The High Goddess?
Okay, hold up. The high hola what?
Eris, goddess of chaos. She is one of the four that created the world.
Okay, I'm hearing you, but I'm just not hearing you. Eris is so there's Zephyr, Michael, Lucifer, and Eris.
Zephim, the Lord.
Zephyr.
There is then Casemiel, the dragon spirit, Mothiel, death, and Rixiel, or Eris, as the common tongue states.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
She poses as a minor god, but truly is one of the four.
Listen, if she's one of the four great gods, she was able to do an immense amount of destiny altering, for the lack of better terms. This is scary to me because if she was able to just come on Earth and then like pretend to be me and do this and kill this person and do all that stuff, and then Michael is able to shield Pitch at any time.
Are you saying this out loud to North? Like,
Yeah.
She posed as you?
She caused many problems for the city of Syracuse.
One of the high gods came to Earth, and
She dropped a Leviathan on multiple ships.
the high gods are forbidden to interfere. They may only choose champions.
That's what I was hoping for, and it sounds like Michael interfered too. So this is something that's been happening.
Michael is free to interfere. The high gods cannot. That is their decree.
Yeah, this is really bad.
So Eris is breaking all the rules.
Either that law either the four gods said that there was that law and they were lying, or Eris is a special case and she can just
Who knows?
avoid it.
You see, because Gabriel looks afraid when you say it's
We
that.
also believe that she is currently the one posing as Proteus of Syracuse.
She has. He takes not a cup. He takes the jug of wine. Downs it. You hear Gallon. That was 2,000 years. Gabriel puts on table. Eris, the high goddess of chaos, is posing as a high king of a major nation.
And has conquered 12 cities. The Mediterranean is under her thumb.
Why was
Aren't
not
you the moon? Can't you see all this?
My body, and you see the grudging, was destroyed, Sinbad. I have not had eyes for some time.
It looks like you're seeing me just fine.
He slowly sits back down. I was not aware of the falling of the 12 kingdoms. I was not aware for many months, and this was not told to me by heaven.
Well, he's not mad at us.
Yeah, no, for sure. Can you imagine being Gabriel right now?
It gets
This
worse.
dude was watching everything for thousands of years, was murdered by pitch, lost like a good 4 months time, came back, and suddenly shit is literally in the fan.
It's Gilliman.
Like, it's something like everything is going wrong. You see, Gabriel looks furious, and indeed, the table and ground, everything is shaking. King Gal, Sheriff Gabriel, this is a very good table. Would you mind not destroying it? See, the ground stops shaking. Gabriel,
Listen, man, I know you're frustrated, but look at me. We know what's up now. We're all wanting the same thing, and we all have a direction and a goal. If there's any more information that you have to give us,
much.
I'm all ears.
With the second seal broken, that means there are dangerous creatures being released. True demons are in your world, possessing mortals at an unfathomable rate. As far as I can understand, most of these we could assume are classified as demons. The devils are being held back, we don't know why.
Again.
But, and this is where, using with the first two seals being broken, demons are abounding. Crossroad demons can now exist without being summoned to the mortal plane.
Oh no!
That's not good.
Those ones are beefy!
The 7 deadly sins have been unleashed and
Oh,
must be somewhere.
hell.
And
What?
of course, the calamities.
Oh, the 4 horsemen of death?
The
August,
calamities, there are 6 calamities.
When I
What?
said I wanted a 7 Deadly Sins campaign, this was not what I meant.
I know, right? Like,
Not at all.
I wanted an anime! I wanted a fun anime! Like, but you see, he goes, the 7 deadly sins are, as Moses is to Zepham, each of the 7 deadly sins devils are to their respective higher demon. They draw power from their sin mark and cause destruction. But
Moses
worse than
ain't
them
shit to
are
the-
the 6 calamities: Actius, Megalicius, Ormenus, Lycus, Nikon, and Minon. They provide
I forgot all
tornadoes,
those.
hurricanes, floods, wildfires, earthquakes, and droughts, respectively. Each of them cause major disturbances. They are working, I assume now, as they have been released, to destroy the world. These are dangerous, but I don't know how to hunt them down.
Sorry, so the 4 gods, Eris, Satan, Michael, and Zephon.
Oh, Eris, Dragon, the Lord, and Death.
Yeah, Michael and Lucifer
Oh.
are not one of
Are
them.
they
Death,
all-
think of like Death, Grim Reaper type Death. Like, or have you seen Puss in Boots' Last Wish?
Yeah,
The wolf, right?
Okay.
The wolf, God, the
God.
Lord, Eris, and the dragon spirit, or Casemiel, you know, this dragon. These are the 4 gods.
The
above.
wolf fought Puss!
Mhm.
Dude, these motherfuckers are lying!
We've been had! It's a god! You see,
They're all here!
That pretty much confirms it.
And we have a
Heaven
burning
is
bush.
empty and all the gods are here.
Heaven is empty and all the gods.
All 4 of the gods have been here. They
The
can do
whole
whatever
time.
they want.
There's no rules, but you see, yeah, Gabriel just should Hell's vanguards be allowed to stay, we lose the war. They will destroy kingdoms, nations, gods will fade into non-existence as they prepare for Lucifer's return. The Sandman is the strongest, but these are also a problem. You know, if Eris is, as you say, possessing Proteus, we must stop this. Proteus was one of the chosen. This is why it is interesting to me that Proteus is not, as you say, leading his kingdom. He was one chosen by heaven, like yourselves, to be a champion, a harbinger, to sally forth the news.
Alright, so we're united finally. In interest and goals. Me and my crew will go attempt to resurrect the Sandman.
I'm gonna, as soon as he says that, just lock eyes with the High King.
Yeah, Gal.
Do you have a diamond that we may take? And holy water?
How rare of the diamond must it be? How pure?
I look to Gabriel.
It must be the purest. 25,000 gold is how the Commonwealth would trade it. And you see, as he says that, Gabriel turns to you and says, "Give me your drink."
I kind of backwashed it.
Purify food and drink. Changes the wine into water.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Less holy water.
I was gonna. Alright.
I was not done with that.
Pour myself another glass.
Yeah, you go for it. It's empty. You see King Gallet. More wine as elves immediately
I saw him drink the whole thing. Kind of.
Why did I think that would work?
More
pitcher.
I have a water skin, so I'm gonna dump out the not blessed water and put the holy water in the water skin, and then put it inside my shirt.
Yep. So you've got the holy water. Gal, we can find this. You see, Gabriel. The trouble will be getting to Sandman's remains. You need a piece of him. The last sand that was dropped was in the North Pole, which has now become ground zero for the demons.
I'm so sorry.
We will get there.
You will try. The way to the North Pole is safe. If you can charter a ship sailing north of here, Sinbad, it's very similar to how you approach Tartarus, but you take a left instead of a right.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
That was a
wondering what
joke.
was
That is not how this works.
You got me. That was
Some
a good
of
one.
the champions have told me of this humor, and I assumed it would work.
It was pretty good.
Thank
You didn't need to tell me so quickly. Kind of just.
But if you don't tell them, then you're simply lying.
No, you're eventually gonna tell them, but let it hang for a minute, you know.
Simply, the path to Tartarus is simple enough to get there, but you will be fighting off many creatures, demons, and the like. As Pitch knows, should Sandman be resurrected, that will threaten his entire operation.
About that, I was just thinking, because I got these two swords, right? I pull them out, I'm swinging them. And they're just regular swords. I was wondering if you could make one a fire and then an ice sword. I just think that'd be really cool, fighting demons, you know.
You see, he kind of looks puzzled. I am not the Archangel of Elements.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever you can do, you know.
See, my magic is of divination, of watching and learning.
A sword that can see the future would be really cool.
How would the sword see the future?
It would it would tell me. Can you make this sword magical?
He will cast. They will not be any pluses, but he will bless them. An Archangel's blessed weapon, they will count as magical.
Okay.
Yeah. So now they are magic swords. So he gives that, and because that's kind of, unfortunately, not that Gabriel sucks. He is the divination of the 8. He is not the evocation.
For sure.
Yeah. That's a different one that you don't want to run into.
Is that the one that? Is that the one that in the Garden of Eden?
No. Oh well, because that's a cherubim.
Oh, he's a cherubim. Okay, never mind.
And he fell. Don't worry about him.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
Crowley.
The guardian of the Garden
Azazel.
of Eden, Azazel.
Aziraphale.
One of the angels, Azazel, a cherubim, the step down from
Azazel.
Seraph. Azazel worked with Pitch and let them in, but by doing so, he was damned. Like, one party watched an angel burn away to become a devil before their eyes. Like, it was freaky. Yeah, right? Gabriel will tell you. Yeah, damning process hurts a lot.
Has it happened to you? How would you know?
I watched my brother Lucifer burn before my eyes. I
That
felt
was-
his shared pain.
That was intense. Oh, you felt it. So you know what it's like to be damned.
Yes,
Why would you feel it?
that was how we were created.
Can you not feel anymore?
Takes another pitcher of wine.
Yeah! Dude, I am reading minds!
Perhaps. More of this wine, it works. And you see Galen, we have 6 pitchers. But you see Gabriel, the way to the Sandman will be a dangerous trip of itself. You must then be wary of the sins and calamities that then hunt the champions and the leaders of the free world. Gabriel stops.
Did someone just get stabbed?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna look
Sorry.
where he was looking.
Looks, he was kind of looking off at like a tree in the corner, and like it wasn't doing anything. He eventually stops.
You good?
I had an important message.
Care to share with the class?
I cannot. You see, at this point, he stands. I must continue on to the other champions.
Listen, if we're gonna try to repair these bonds of trust, I think that an open knowledge policy should be put in place. I would like to use Commander's presence with this.
Ooh.
Give
Okay.
him an extra superiority.
And
dice
just
on
kind of like,
his
and
persuasion
kind of like persuasion, intimidation, of just like,
Give me
We gotta be-
persuasion.
we gotta be comrades in this.
Gotta be comrades.
Okay. So, we're at 19. Now with the D8
All right.
as a 1, so 20.
Right. As one. You see that this Seraph, Gabriel, again, who looks like a man, he doesn't have wings. The only real difference is his hair and his eyes. Kind of stops.
We'll help you if you can help us.
We will continue to help as much as I can. I am limited as a Seraph in all I do, but you will be able to find what you seek.
Tell me, what are those limitations?
Simply the limitations that all have.
Which are?
Death.
You cannot die.
No. I fear death. I fear damnation. My death is an angel. Should I act too strongly against heaven, I would be damned.
Again, acting against heaven is what you're doing right now. And I think that we're all thinking the same thing of why you're not being damned currently.
The world cannot risk another damned seraph. Lucifer is sealed for now. Should I be burned, my mind would not be the same.
That makes sense to me. Okay.
As he would even explain, when Azazel, the cherubim of the garden, burned, his mind was just destroyed, just made into putty. It's not like he's stupid, but is that like he
So
just...
it's not
It's
that
a personality reset.
Mhm.
Pure alignment shift.
I'm gonna tell him if heaven cannot risk damning you, then it seems like you no longer have those limitations.
I still have lines I will not cross, though.
I can respect that.
Find your way to the North Pole, as my job must be to help keep the other seals from breaking as fast as possible. Good luck. kind of blink. Unlike before, again, when his bodies would kind of just destroy on impact, Gabriel just vanishes. Just blinks out.
Was he possessing a person this time?
No.
That was him.
Heaven's open.
Heaven's open. Again, hell is
Yeah,
the
that's
layer.
bad.
They put a lot of stacks on it. Heaven just had that. And for the last scene, we're just going to wrap it around. Just kind of loop it in. Kind of go.
The loosest knot.
Exactly.
Well, gotta give themselves an advantage in their inevitable end of the world they
Exactly.
planned.
They gotta stack the deck.
Yeah,
in
why
their
would
favor.
they? See, Galen just kind of.
Do you have any like cool fire eye swords?
None that I know of.
No worries.
My apologies.
It's okay.
Do you like smaller swords or bigger swords?
I like these guys.
Unfortunate. I take my sword and I split it into two, and I put it back together.
Okay, wait.
Wait, no, this cool. Okay, wait, can we try? Yeah. You see though, King Galen.
We'll keep
They're
that.
great swords.
We'll keep that in mind.
I
They're
sent off
great
for
swords?
a diamond. I've sent off for a diamond for you, and you have the holy water. We must, of course, discuss a ship, then for passage. We have vessels that might be able to brave a trip across the peripheral ocean. Though I worry that I would not get my ship back. And you see, he's not like mad when he says that. It's not like he knows if he gives you
Yeah.
guys a ship, it's not like you're gonna come back. Thanks for the loaner, like, and leave.
It is likely it would not.
If I may then simply ask, I shall get the diamond and help prepare a stock ship. If I could inquire, and he kind of like to all of you, including the crew, who you see a lot of your crew has just been like eating that very like popcorn in the mouth, like we're just watching this all go down. We're not gonna interrupt. We have had much problems in our western border with the demon attacks. Being champions, I wonder if you could go with Ruinar, and he kind of gestures, and this elven general stands straight to help combat some of the demons there while we prepare your ship. In return, I would gladly offer you our finest vessel.
Done.
And I promise you, we will do our best to stop heaven from being released on hell.
See, again, that kind of pained age in this king's eyes. Galen, I thank you so much. Nicholas St. North,
Before we go,
Tuthania.
I'm gonna open my bag and I'm gonna pull out another keg of the now 3,000-year-old wine.
Ah!
Set that aside a while ago.
Hey. As this elf places him before his table,
Do you have any mittens?
of course, we can outfit you for the weather. As you see, all your Kale has been sitting there, icicles out the whole time. Bear shirt, just like I'm good. But you
Oh,
see,
he has my coat.
It's
a lot. Oh yeah, no, he does have your coat.
It's
Excuse me.
that Kenyan blood.
Anyway, dude, Kale is like, all right, let's do this. But a lot of your crew, it is that like,
He runs
yeah,
hot.
elves like don't feel the effects. We are cold here. They will help outfit you with winter gear, something where if you can help in this western border some of the demon attacks that have
Let's
been
go
happening.
right now.
Let's get to combat.
Mhm.
We got an hour and 40 minutes.
Let's
we
kill
can kill
some
some
demons.
demons.
Let's go on a demon run. You hungry?
Galen will head off
Demon
then.
burgers.
You see Galen and Ariad, this elven oracle.
Have you seen Smiling Friends?
Man, I don't know what to tell you about this guy. I think he's a lost cause. We should not let this go.
Just cover our losses.
Got our losses. You kiss your father on the lips.
You kiss your dad on the lips.
Galen's gonna head off indeed to finish making sure there's a diamond in ship. In return, you see Ruinar, this elf, a much more stoic man. You see, he is that like what we could think like the full Elrond first age. Like I have power and respect, and like I'll kill for it. Like, but like loyal to that fault of like, as Ruinar, champions. I am Ruinar Iriel. Come with me. as he will lead you from the Crystal Fair District and start marching you across Gate Market over into the Bright Crown Borough into what we know as Rogues Ward.
Oh, do you have one of those great swords for Kale?
You see Kale, no worries, as he slings his bracers of flying daggers are working again. He's like,
Oh yeah,
I'm good.
everyone has weapons.
Everyone's working again. Yeah, thankfully.
Oh, did Gabriel make all of the basic items magic usable?
Anything that's not just to be like, no, I'm gonna throw you guys a bone. It's magic.
My
for, like,
crossbow is blessed by the gods.
They aren't immune to you.
You see, as leading through, Runar will describe, we have been besieged for months. The demons hole up here in these outer cities that were abandoned when the demonic attacks first began upon the moon's death. Our goal is to make sure we are outfitted, leave through, wherein I will press forward with the elves if you can go around. Simply making your way for a few minutes northward, circling in to find their camp. We do not know much about these demons, but we know they are led by some devil. Should the devil be destroyed, then we might have a chance. And you see, at this point, in looking at all you, he looks at north. Do you hold with you the, excuse me, let me say it by its proper name. Here we go. Yeah. Do you hold with you the Morning Star of Kundaliel? Good. This is something that can kill lesser devils and demons. Truly.
We'll keep you safe.
I can keep myself safe.
The problem, of course, with
Okay, we gotta do something though.
devils and demons possess bodies. Even true bodies, they still hold forms in the abysses where they are formed. Only blessed sacred metals, such as Kundalia's Morning Star, can truly destroy the devil. Of course, if this devil is of a higher caliber than even the Morning Star, we might have a problem. But, as far as our oracle has seen, those devils have yet to be released due to the seals. A certain classification, yeah. We've yet to get to the truly higher end. We've gotten, this sounds bad, oh don't worry, it's just Demons, Crossroads, the Seven Deadly Sins, and Calamities. But those are the lower end of the scale.
Yeah, we've got the Archdevils and the Legions.
Legions, there's some grody. I made so many fresh stat blocks
Can
of
I
angels
ask
and demons.
just which layer of hell is Excalibur on?
I'm not gonna tell you. Just let us know. Come
Hey,
on.
where's this? A paramountly important thing.
You know,
Yeah, this
the
isn't
like
even, like, the
cannon
party
sword
that-
across
Yeah,
any
this
campaign.
isn't even the party of
Excalibur.
What's
Where would
the
it be?
what's the longitude latitude?
Longitude, latitude. Give us quick detail. You know, can Gabriel come back? Quick teleport. You
What's
know,
it
in
look
and out.
like here? That's what I'm curious about.
A shopping trip, a quick beach episode to hell, and we'll just
Exactly.
grab it. It's no big deal.
I mean,
no.
we know where it is.
No. As you are brought through, though, you will notice, as Runar brings you, in the Rogues Ward, there are just so many elven soldiers. This is the big battle area for the elves and demons right now, where med tents have been put up, where this area used to be, shall we call it, more of a thieves guild, kind of fun area for some people to live. It's now just been gutted out and become this, like, encampment
camp.
for the legions of elves. And I will say, they technically exist all around, but, like, this is the big one. In the Rogues Ward, as you are going through, Runar will simply say, if you take too much time killing the devil, they will, of course, bring reinforcements. It will not make this venture impossible, but as a whole, this war campaign might take a shift for the worst. And of course, as the Archangel Gabriel spoke, there are further devils that might appear, talking about the big ones. This is
The
where...
devil from the Bible.
The Bible. You motherfucker. As
Motherfucker!
he brings this all in, we will then take our break for this campaign as we're low ways in, so thank you all so much. We will continue on in just a moment. Well, welcome back, one and all. Thank you so much. A bit of a long break than we usually take, but we're all feeling good, all feeling hyped. As we
We're gonna
return,
speed run this death run.
speed run out of the Rogue's Ward. You see the elves take their armies and push forward. That as they journey, you see that Volenar, general of the elves of Volenar, leads in this attempt, and as the gates open, as cavalry sets out, siege engines begin their assaults, as the crew of the Chimera, our speedrunners, begin their slow journey northward to curve around, you see truly the armies of demons that have been sent. Thousands upon thousands of bodies. Now both elves, humans, possessed that have become to deteriorate as they have been given unholy sanctity inside of them. But now with the seal broken, true demons, horrifying creatures with horns that curl, teeth jagged, blood-stained in different possessions and different abilities as they charge the elves in this grand push. We find the Chimera sneaking around, and I will ask for the crew of the Chimera to make a stealth check as we sneak our way around.
I specifically didn't get proficiency in stealth because I'm a pirate.
It's true, yeah. It's normally stealth, and it's not like stealth is crucial to this mission. It is just let's see what happens on your way.
Oh, 17.
17.
2.
For the
Plus
crew,
0 and
I was
halfway.
like, you're a barbarian.
You're literally Santa Claus.
Santa, what are you doing? Boom, boom, boom.
How do you not wake
I,
everyone up?
that's actually a very fair point. How does Sam? It's probably all the magical stuff that he's gonna
Silence
get.
and yeah. As you walk, I do Santa, and it just like turns. As you are going, you will be spotted enough that you see a small groupings of about 4 to 5 demons split off and start boom, 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 just crawl running across the ground at you. I need us to roll initiative. They don't add anything to this.
Oh.
What'd you get, North?
6.
Oof. Sinbad?
6.
Oof. Rolling for the crew.
Did they get a 6?
Got a 1.
Okay, I was like, if they got a 6, that's 6, 6, 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah, they got a 1. Jumping into this combat, then the demons quickly close.
Where's Tooth going?
Tooth, I believe, is with you guys. I will help the NPC just some of her stuff for now, until it becomes either really good or really bad, and then I'll be like, I don't want to impose that. For the rest of this, as we are in this initiative, I would ask. Oh shoot! Yeah, no, the demons are going first. As the demons,
I'm just like, I don't think they see us.
we're doing great, gang. What's the worst that could happen? As these demons rush over, again in a varying sense of some are in elven bodies of fallen elves, and some are just now true demons.
Or could we have taken like a quick short rest on our way here just so I could get my...
We haven't rested since pitch.
You have not rested since pitch. I will allow a long rest.
Oh,
from
we
the
haven't
elves.
rested since pitch?
Yeah, I'll allow a long rest with the elves because they wouldn't have sent you into battle like you ready to go. Like with their protection stuff, no need for the Constitution saves of everything going on. It would have been that like, nah, we're gonna help these guys set up for battle.
Champions.
The champions. Take a long rest
Sorry, bow
for
to me.
Tooth as well.
It means God. No,
Confirm. There we go. So Tooth is taking a long rest. Demons jump forward. One on each of you. Oh, yep, there's enough non-possessed. These true demons, as they appear, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw. Their initial abilities.
The bad rolls are back. That one.
Hey, not one. You'll love to see it.
I can't have too many rolls that aren't in that one.
Nat
Sinbad,
13 for a total of 15.
you are frightened.
Of course.
On a nat 13 total 15, you will succeed. You are not frightened. North, just as these creatures jump up and start oogly boogling everywhere. It's much more gross than that. They have bones protruding from odd places. Blood runs down. Like, they are cracking bones to make themselves stronger. Like, it's great.
That bothers me in a way that I can't explain. That's
Good.
Sinbad.
Yeah, it's that, like...
That's why he's frightened.
Sinbad,
He's like,
no!
That's so much worse.
So that is their just presence. Here comes against North and Sinbad and Tooth. I need a charisma saving throw as they are about to try to possess you.
Get away from me. Gross, gross, gross. There we go. Over 20.
Over 20.
4.
Santa Claus. A demon swirls into black smoke into your mouth. Your eyes go pitch black.
Definitely the worst person to get possessed.
Definitely the worst. Sinbad, you are fine. You are now immune to this for 24 hours as you successfully evade the goo. No, Santa. Oh, they're gonna have fun with you though.
I am ready.
Indeed.
I'm not!
What's about to happen is the remaining demons, your crew will take on the other 4. This is now Tooth Sinbad against North, is kind of what this is about to become. The demon inside of North is ready.
Your strength is busted, right?
Actually, my ability scores are just solid. I
They're
got
okay.
18 strength, 10 dex, 14 con, 12 intelligence,
Yeah.
15 wisdom, and 11 charisma.
Which, Sinbad, with the higher dex, you will go first. As the other demons immediately turn, and the crew of the Chimera, you have enough crew that they could probably withstand these demons. It's just now North is the big one.
Alright, buddy. I do a bit of footwork. I'll get you out! And I stab you.
Punching him? Yeah, go for it.
Can I flank with Tooth?
Yes, Tooth will quickly flank. That's a easy thing to set up. So...
Okay, that definitely hits. I'm just wondering if I...
Yeah, AC 15.
Okay, let me think. Bonus action. I'm going to attack you again. So the first one hits.
Smart.
Second one also hits.
Smart.
I'm not going to precision attack any of these. It deals... plus 7, 19 damage.
North, thank goodness you weren't raging. As 19 points of damage, you are looking horribly bloodied already.
Can I-
I'm at 31.
Oh, you were at
We
31!
leveled up.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
have 50 hit points now.
do now an intimidation check on the demon to like literally scare it out?
You can.
Okay.
I will say you are frightened, and because of the demon, you will have to make that disadvantage, since now North is the object of your frightened condition.
Oh,
no.
my bad.
For lack of a better term.
I probably shouldn't have had advantage on the attacks.
That's true, actually. Oh,
They
but so
weren't-
Tooth would have helped flatten the roll.
On the first attack, there was a 16 and 17. The second attack would have also hit because the lowest number was an 8. So I hit for both.
Yes.
I'm rolling with disadvantage, right?
With disadvantage.
Okay. And commanding presence. Oh, shoot, this is actually pretty good. Intimidation check.
Yep.
22. With disadvantage.
Santa Claus smiles, his eyes black.
I'm gonna say,
I will enjoy ripping your bones out.
I don't care how many bones I gotta take out of you. I'm getting to your ass.
Then your friend will die.
I know. And
As
then
you stab it, unfortunately, does not do anything currently.
Okay.
Sinbad, I will say at the end of your turn, go ahead and make me another wisdom save throw to end this frightened condition.
Ooh. 18.
18, you're good.
Let's go.
You're no longer frightened. Super helpful. That is Nicholas St. North.
So what is my goal? Am I to murder?
Kill them all.
Alrighty, we're gonna rage.
Rage. Get that sweet, sweet magic.
I got
rage.
two. She isn't here.
Yeah, Tooth is just gonna slip around into the ethereal. Just go.
The D8 roll is a 3. That being an intangible spirit, which looks like a flumper pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice within 30 feet, and at the end of the current turn, the pixie explodes. So it's gonna go right in the middle of the crew.
Oh yeah. As
At
they're
the end of
fighting
your
off the
turn?
demons.
At the end of the current turn, the pixie explodes.
So at the end of.
And they are gonna make dex saves or take a d6 force damage.
Yeah, not terrible, but it sucks of that like.
And I
mini
can
bomb.
do this as a bonus action until my rage ends.
Yep, just keep making pixie bombs. We're gonna flavor them as little elves.
Little
These
elves.
like
Oh, for sure.
dark brownie-esque, like elves start running around the battlefield.
This was a great thing for like if his thing is to kill, then
This.
doing this is.
Then as my action, I'm gonna take 2 attacks with Dan's Morningstar on Sinbad.
Yeah.
Recklessing.
Interesting.
That's a 26
You've got Dan's Morning Star.
and a 26. 26 and 26 to hit.
26 and 26.
Just barely.
Oh yeah, they barely hit. No worries, no worries. I mean, Sinbad, you are looking good with your 46 hit points. Again, it helps to heal.
26 damage.
Okay.
Yikes.
And that is my turn.
You slam in
Pixie explodes.
deep inside you. Ooh. I need this.
Do I gotta make a save at the end of my turn against the possession? Okay.
This is true possession. One of the grossest things in D&D of until you drop to 0 or big magic is used, you're stuck.
Sweet.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll get you out.
The crew succeeds, so they'll take half of 1 point of damage. It explodes. You hear it like, what the fuck? It's just like a little piece of...
Ew!
Yeah!
He
And this
kicks
little...
it.
And just explodes. And it's more the like, he hurt his foot kicking it, not so much of the pixie itself. The crew is looking okay as they are engaging with the demon. North, at the end of your turn, Tooth will take her turn. She is going to rush
Probably should have
up.
just cut loose before you rage.
She's
But
going
honestly, I
to
don't think Sinbad would have
stealth for a successful against your passive perception. Yep, she is hidden.
She already has advantage.
Wait, what's your passive perception?
15.
Oh, no, she still succeeds. 60.
He reckless, so she already has advantage.
She's doing it for a subtle, like, keeping in that, like, if she... Oh, no, you're right. She would then wait to, like, hit, then stuff it, yeah. So she'll attack with advantage with the reckless. Here comes the Fey Silver Dagger. Oh!
Thanks.
Nat 1 on the first roll. 26 to hit on the second.
Thank God.
As stabs in, it doesn't break, and then just like whips around, cuts it. Wake up! As she screams at you. That's going to be a
What
total
is this?
of.
I love this music.
Thank you. 9 points from a Fey Silver
Dan?
Dagger.
Is that including the sneak attack?
This is including sneak attack for 14. That's going to be so. This is because this is magical then,
Yep.
because she's got the magic weapon. A total of 23 halved to 11 points of damage.
Yep.
North, you're looking
20.
at 20.
Not bad.
You're
I
bloody
gotta
now.
deal 40 damage to you.
Yeah.
Because now he's raging. It's that gross, like, thankfully he's not too much should be halved, but it's that, like, he is a beefy boy. Tooth will take that. At the end of her turn, she will hide.
I got one shot.
She's gone. Like, she is gone. At the top of the round, the demons and the crew are attacking. I'll just let you know passively. Crew's holding their own right now. Doesn't seem to be winning, but doesn't seem to be losing. That's a pretty fair assessment of that. We are back. The demon inside of you. You hold a great weapon here. My master desires it. As the demon chooses to end the possession. As he is going to possess your body, you watch Santa drops the Morning Star on the ground.
Can I use your action to catch it?
Fortunately not right now.
Okay.
Because the demon is going to then, ending the possession, slip out, grab it, just disengage.
Sentinel.
Santa, yeah!
And I would like to grapple.
Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead. He wants the Morning Star so bad.
It's only an 18.
Only an 18. Okay.
If you can stop him here, I can go crazy.
He has a +6, so 12 or higher. That's a natural 13. On a 19, he slips out, just, not today, old man, as this demon picks up the Morning Star and just starts.
He's able to move, right?
He's 30 feet away. Because he had to disengage.
Yep.
Only 30 feet.
Only 30 feet. Only 30, Sinbad, that's you.
I'm gonna run up to him.
You rush.
I have 40 feet.
Yeah. He has to get at least that one other turn off before he can really start fleeing.
Action surge and bonus action.
Holy shit.
3 attacks.
Yeah.
All of them are disarming strike.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Shit, that's good. Disarming strike, man. You love to see it. It's so helpful. Ah, shit. Oh, come on. This guy won the Morning Star.
No.
Okay.
Share.
Lowest one is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I rolled an 11 and 2 12s.
So, the Morning Star is on the ground as you just stab his hands over and over and over. Just drop it!
I don't think I get sneak attack on this.
No, because, yeah, your allies are too far away right now.
But I do end up dealing this plus... I deal 24 plus 12.
36.
36 damage.
36 damage. And it's magical, thankfully, so he's not going to resist it. This demon goes from looking totally fine. Again, he just slipped out, evaded that smoky grasp amongst... oh, excuse me. He didn't have to roll, as in his current state, he was immune to the grapple condition, because he wasn't yet corporeal.
Okay.
I should have made... It's
No
okay.
worries.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a
Nothing
second. Yeah, how
changes.
did that even happen? But Sinbad, you rush in as, again, becoming corporeal, running away. You charge after, slash, cutting against the hands. This demon looks horribly bloodied on death's door. As with magical weapon, their biggest advantage is possession, and usually normal weapons can't hurt him. Like, even the elves have had trouble.
I'm just gonna... Sorry, that's my friend.
Is just black ooze bubbles at where his hands used to be.
Chop him off.
Yeah, North, that's you.
I also have a 40-foot movement speed.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna...
You guys so fast!
I'm just gonna
I run
jog
away!
over, I'm gonna pick up the Morning Star. This is mine. And I'm gonna smack him
Boom,
twice.
boom, boom, boom! Hit him in the head. Go ahead and roll once. You might be able to do it with one with the Morning Star.
27
27 hits.
and
Good Lord.
16.
16 points.
16 to hit on the second one.
Oh, 16 hit on the second one. 16 on the second one barely hits.
Okay, 16 damage on the first one.
How do you want to do this?
I'm not done rolling damage.
Oh
And
my
17 on
God.
the second one.
I will let you
As-
know. Something cool is about to happen too. How do you finish it?
I'm going to sort of pick it up, look down at this, remembering what Gabriel said. Oh, this is the thing that can kill you. And I'm just gonna stuff it through his face.
Explosion
Yeah, we
of
needed that.
fire and smoke as this demon truly dies. As Sinbad,
That's
if you had
huge.
killed him, he could have just bamfed back to hell and started
Yeah.
reforming. You truly kill him. As this demon dies,
Also, now
Bonus
they know...
action, throw my elf bomb, which is now jolly and red, over at the demon
At
that's
the
fighting
demon.
the crew.
as the evilness fades from his eyes, it's still that weird other chaotic.
Ugh,
evil.
it's even worse.
Throw the elf bomb, boom, explodes in the midst of demons. That is the first part of that combat. You successfully evaded these demons coming at you.
I'm out of everything.
As it sucked to God.
Worth it.
I will say though, none of you can get possessed by demons for another 24 hours though, because you all either succeeded or
Have been
he left.
That was his
The-
mistake.
That was it.
He
Well,
should have
'cause
ran
That
away
was
with
his
my body.
mistake.
well, yeah, the demons aren't smart. They just are demons.
You're like, hey,
They're
I have
going
the
to-
Dan's Morning Star.
Rush. As rushing back in, now able to continue your mission without other evasion, make
Okay,
it
I'm
into
going
the
to
back of the city.
I'm going to ask if we can take a short rest on the journey. Because
Rest
it
of
is
the
like
journey?
a big war zone.
I will let you know. It's at that. It is a war zone. Taking a short rest, definitely getting some stuff back, at the cost of more stuff could not arrive in that bad sense, but some demons were killed over here. It's that like
Reinforcements.
there's a chance you might not even get a short rest if that makes sense. Like other demons could see you guys if you're not successful. So it's a gamble.
I'm out of everything.
Well, it's worth
True.
it.
Because, I mean, and the North could heal up. Here we go. What I'll say is we'll make a group stealth check to hide yourselves. Okay.
A 16.
16. I have to roll for Tooth for her stealth. Tooth got 23.
5.
5.
Okay.
Comes down to the crew. You want the crew with their combined total. They just need 6 or higher. It's not terrible, actually. Well, because there's enough of them, and they're all very roguety in their minion
Right.
stat blocks. You just need a 6 or higher. That's a nat 20. They cover Gillyweed. You spend an hour, and the battle rages on. Everything's going very much south for the elves. They are slowly being pushed back again to the gates. But you will be able to take a short rest. That's super helpful. Sinbad healed, North healed. Yeah, it's
35 hit points.
oh, you love to see it.
Oh, I can heal even more than this.
Yeah, I think North you're back at full then for sure. Sinbad
Yeah, I'll just get up to full.
up to full as well. Yep. Take that time, just west, and it really is that like quick binding of wounds. Like for North, a lot of that like purging of the bile now in your stomach as demons leave that gross black sulfuric goo inside. We
I'm
will
doing
then
like a lot of meditation.
after now again. The elves have almost been pushed back to the gates. You see that demons are just swarming in this semicircle around the gates. But a lot are still back in this more city structure. Are you ready to push inside?
Yes.
Cut
So-
the head off the snake.
Cut the head off.
Cut the head off
As
the
you
snake.
go in, we will cut then.
Yeah, because I get my action surge, second wind, and my superiority dice back, which is I used them all. I had to.
We move. Demons swarm out of the city in droves. Like, every so often you are seeing a steady stream like ants coming out of an anthill, just
Ugh.
swarming in lines,
Gross.
coalescing into this unmatched army around the elves. Entering into the settlement, you see that there are bodies everywhere. Elves and elves alike, both of demons and of true elves. Eventually, you will notice there is a large coalition around a center area, what may have been the city square. Looking inside, again, with that stealth pretty good, because you stealth, you longer, so you kept the stealth up. Inside, you will see many demons are here. There is a large pentagram with different runes around the sides that every so often is broiling in flame and erupting as more demons, true demons, are appearing here and slowly coming out. But that is not all you see, because you did wait, so someone got to appear. It was a gamble, things happen. Standing now before you all, a large fiend, maybe 12, 15 feet high,
The punishment for taking your
bulbous arms and hands, triple chin down, coated in black fur and horns. a demon stands, and with his senses, passive perception 20.
Hello, champions! Let me feast on your guts!
As Gluttony, one of the sins sent to help destroy Volenar, we are going to re-roll initiative. This is a new initiative. You took a short rest, so let us
I think we're gonna end up fighting him no matter what.
He could have had, because you could have destroyed it before he appeared. He was being summoned here, that's why this is here.
Right.
Oh shit, okay, Gluttony might be going first. 12 for Sinbad, 2 for North. Tooth gets... Well, Tooth is going last. It's in that one. And the other demons around. I will say, the other demons you want, your crew will be able to stave them off.
So it's just us people up there.
Now, of course, you will all notice, the longer this fight goes on, more demons probably can appear from this demonic portal before too long. So until that, something either has to go with that, something has to happen to Gluttony,
Where is the fiend we're after?
he is standing right next to the portal. Like, this dude, you can tell there may have been another fiend. I will kind of clue you in. Traded is a nice way to put it. Gluttony ate him. The fiend that was in charge, this still a pretty respectable demon by all accounts, or devil by all accounts, Gluttony showed up and went, I'm in charge, and just ate him. Yeah. So Gluttony's in charge. This is now the fiend of this battle.
So we just need to kill Gluttony.
Kill Gluttony, but the longer it takes, the more demons can appear, because eventually the crew of the Chimera can be overwhelmed.
Yeah, for sure.
We are beginning into this initiative. Gluttony will go first. Sinbad, you're on deck with North and Tooth following behind. Gluttony turns.
Oh, the sun on my skin. I hate it so much, but it is nothing compared to the fires of hell.
He turns.
I want to try and distract him for a second. I'm going to say, hold on, so if you don't like the fires of hell, wouldn't this be a good upgrade for you?
I serve, Sinbad. I simply do what must be done. You are Sinbad, aren't you?
Oh yeah, that's
And
me.
you see a large, gross purple tongue flicks out around, coating the fur and a mucus around his lips.
I cannot wait to devour your essences.
Listen, dude, I'm going to taste nasty. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Whoa!
As he boom, boom, boom against Sinbad.
Does he move past me or into...
Guys, I think
He's not moved past you.
I think he's crazy.
He's crazy.
Where are we on the battlefield?
In the battlefield right now, I didn't have a big insight because this is much smaller in terms of... There's not a lot going on here. The circle in the middle, if we were to look at it, like, here's the portal. You guys did all enter. The crew of the Chimera is immediately spreading out, like, let's hold back demons. Santa, Sinbad, Tooth, I would say based on just some of the stealth checks, Sinbad is probably in front.
Okay.
And also in that initiative order of Sinbad being able to good stealth, good in. North and Tooth, you are probably behind him, unfortunately, so not too much.
Like a line.
You could do a line if you want,
Yes.
because then he will be able to attack both. Actually, just two of you. He's gonna bite Sinbad and North.
Cool. I'm gonna sentinel him because he attacks Sinbad.
Okay. So, as he attacks Sinbad, that's a 26 to hit. He will deal 13 points of damage. His jaws open terrifyingly wide. Black fleshy maw filled with teeth of different sharpness, canines, molars, just this gross cacophony. He is trying to rip flesh from bone. What did you roll to hit?
23 to hit him.
23 will hit his armor class. I need you to make a constitution saving throw or your body might be ripped up here.
What?
He is trying to rip flesh from bone. He's trying to eat you.
12 Morningstar damage.
Ooh, hate that. Gluttony will take 12 Morningstar damage. Just 12. Doesn't resist it.
There's no way a 13 passes.
A 13 does not pass Gluttony, as Your flesh will invigorate him, healing him for 12.
How much damage you do?
12.
Uh-oh. You hit him
As-
with Dan's Morningstar?
He
But I
will
wasn't raging.
heal, or get hit, heal for 12. As you see, the Morningstar cuts from it sizzles against the fur and flesh, and just re-heal as Sinbad, he takes a chunk out of your shoulder, and you feel just excruciating pain. He turns, looks at North.
Vista!
He rushes in, does a 19 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not Bordak.
18 points of damage to you, Nord. Once again, make... Oh, no con save me because he's at full. He can't heal from the same way. As rips into both of you.
Delicious!
As he starts, like, licking his fingers and teeth, just, like, insatiably eating you.
He doesn't have any, like, weapons or anything?
No weapons,
That's
it's just him.
Alright.
And I will say, when North hit him, you hit, it scratched. He's a beefy boy right now, because he was able to eat the fiend. As Gluttony takes his turn, Sinbad, that's you.
Okay. I'm going to action take a slash at him.
Okay?
And I'm going to bonus action second wind.
Heck yeah, smart.
Healing myself for 9.
Excellent. Looking much better, I will say.
Action, attack. Can I flank with North?
Currently, you'll need to wait until Tooth's turn because this is a large fiend. You're going to need at least 3 people on him to start getting the flank stuff off.
Okay. I'll move to the position where I can.
You still have the sneak attack damage because you have allies close, but yeah, not the flank yet because he's big boy.
Ooh, that'll hit though.
What'd you get?
Now the question. Over 20.
Over 20, yeah.
Well over 20. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the regular attack.
Okay.
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 1, that's solid.
8.
8 points of damage. As you slice in against magical damage, he doesn't resist it, but doesn't look too hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
Slash in Sinbad. The demons and the crew will engage as North. That is your turn. Rage immediately. Boom! Magic explodes outward in mistletoe and candy
I
canes.
rolled the bomb again.
Yeah!
So I'm going to just be
Yay.
positioning the bomb so it just blows up on him.
Throw up
'Cause
above
he's
his
so big.
head.
Just kind of on top.
He's so tall.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. He would have to, like, take a turn to, like, stop it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then I will use my action to recklessly attack him with Dan's Morningstar twice.
Boom, boom.
22
22 hits.
and 28.
28 hits as well as Gluttony takes both of these attacks with Reckless going off with the bomb.
26 Dan's Morningstar damage.
Now actually taken down as Sinbad, you jab in as Gluttony tries to turn to see him. Santa comes by and boom, boom, rakes down both sides of his back. Gluttony immediately looks actually hurt from both of these attacks.
End of the turn, please make a dex save.
That's a 28.
Passes.
Yeah, so he'll half the d6. So 2 points of force damage, though, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, he can't resist that. Not many things can. As Tooth will take her turn, completing the trifecta around Gluttony. She is going to first hide because even her stealth didn't beat his passives.
She has advantage.
She has advantage now. Oh, she needs it. Actually, I'll roll it digitally. Let's advantage it.
Oh, I was saying from the flank.
Oh, from the flank. Right.
Yes, so hit then.
17 does not give her the perfect hide yet.
Okay.
Because she was going to hide before because there was something else. I was going to let her do sneaky, something fun, but...
Oh, cool.
So instead, she's going to attack, right? So, just because that's Shelby's go-to of,
Yeah.
like, you gave me a portal, I'll
Yeah,
kill it.
that's Shelby.
Yeah,
Anytime
right.
there's a portal, Shelby is
She
on
attacks
it.
a portal. So, she attacks with
She's
the
very specific about
star. Roll to see if she crits. I think she already hit, though. 24 hits. She rolls 9 plus 6, 15 points of magical damage, Gluttony is now looking pretty hurt, gang. As she whips around, cuts across the ankle with this silver dagger, singeing. Gluttony roars in anger.
Is he bloodied?
As he's horribly hurt. Not yet bloodied, though.
It's like getting close.
It is his turn. He is going to bite once more Sinbad, but now two.
Sentinel.
I gotta make this.
Here we go. That is a 17 to hit Sinbad.
28 to hit him.
20 to hit him will hit. Sinbad, go ahead and
He's
make
got
me
me.
con save as you take 18 points of damage, Sinbad, as he chomps against your arm and starts ripping. Very much that crocodile spinning his head around trying to rip your arm off.
I gotta make this save.
Gotta make save.
I didn't.
16 points of Dan's Morningstar.
16 points.
Please
Let's
don't
see.
heal. Don't
He
heal for
heals
much.
10.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So he only takes 6, but he is now going to attack Tooth as well. As yikes. That is a 15 to hit. Tooth hits exactly. Grody.
Oh.
He rolls 20 points of damage
Does she
against
not
Tooth.
have studded leather?
No, actually. Well, because she's a fair. There's only so much she can wear. Actually, she has to get special armors.
I see.
So she will take 20 points of damage. Tooth immediately looks close to bloodied in one bite. She will make a con save though to, not get eaten. It's 8. So close.
That's the part that hurts, the healing.
It's the healing. He will heal back. Oh wait, that was bite. Where's his heal? Because it's different. He'll heal back 8. So not a ton. He's still looking horribly hurt, but definitely healed from both of those. As Sentinel helps evade some of that healing, but all of you now looking pretty hurt as he has ripped chunks out of almost everyone.
I think that Tooth and I need to leave.
It's looking bad. Yeah, Tooth already. I'm on Tooth's turn. She might get out of dodge. Bonus action wise.
Yeah.
Gluttony bites down Sinbad. That's your turn.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna unload on him, then go to the portal.
Smart.
Like it.
So Sinbad.
Because I can give myself advantage by reckless.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still hasn't hit me back.
So I'm gonna do the best that I'm gonna Nova this round.
Yep.
3 advantaged attacks.
Okay.
I'm going to precision strike all of these.
I like it.
I only have 1 superiority die left, and no action surge. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 hits exactly.
Okay, then I'm
His
not gonna
armor
bother
class.
with the precision.
Yeah.
Greater demon hunting time has
It's-
come back, August. So, when we do
but these
multiverse
guys
hopping,
aren't vulnerable to radiant. They're demons and devils.
Okay, there we go. They all 3 hit.
All 3 hit. Yeah, now you know AC's 18. It's
they're
high.
not vulnerable to radiant?
They're not vulnerable to radiant.
What?
That's gross.
There's no way to really fight these except just have a magic weapon and hope for the best. How much?
46 damage.
46 points of damage.
That's
Again,
a fighter rogue.
as Sinbad, you rush in underneath, helping now the flank, the trifecta around,
46, 3d8.
whipping in and around.
I'm out of everything
Boom,
now.
boom, boom, boom.
Because mobile, you could just...
Immediately looks horribly bloodied as the crew pushing back the demons.
Yeah!
Bloody falls to one knee as you slam underneath the kneecap, twist, breaks in you, roars in pain, but now the fight's looking much better than before.
I'm gonna take my swords out, run do a backflip off of him, and then start sprinting
He'll
at the
try to bite you as you go. Just
Mobile.
mobile, yeah! Clops the air, nothing flesh-wise. That does make before North's turn.
40 feet towards the portal.
You close with the portal instantly.
Yes!
Like, it was only about 25 away. As you're at the portal, you will see the runes have flared up. As there's been enough time, I need to roll 96 percentile. That succeeds. You watch Sinbad. Another 10 demons erupt in fire at your feet as forming. Many of them look at you immediately and almost like a fusion of like, you're not our leader, like we don't know what's going on. Half of them immediately start attacking the crew of the Chimera, who I will let know.
Crack my neck.
They're now looking dangerous. Like the Chimera, they're holding off, but if another wave of demons come, your crew might not be able to hold off against it.
Alright.
They're looking bad.
Can I sheath one of my swords?
Yeah, for sure. That's, object interaction. Single. As the demons arrive on their turn north, that is you. Tooth's gonna disengage here soon, too.
Let's make 3 reckless attacks, 2 with the main hand, and then 1 without the modifier for an offhand.
Yeah.
Got the...
Days Morning Star.
Yeah.
All 3.
I
Here
meant
we go.
what's the anchor?
I don't have that. Oh, I do have it in my back, but...
Yeah, because I was like, you took the anchor with you guys.
22
like,
to hit.
22 hits.
This is 16. 16 does it, yeah. And 18.
18 hits exactly. And the 16, it is that, like, when Sinbad leaves, it becomes a little bit easier for him now to, like, 2 combatants, not 3.
Yeah, we're good. I just thought that I forgot something on my turn.
Yeah, it's not like, wait, yeah.
21 Dance Morning Star damage.
21. Gluttony looks horribly bloody. He's getting low as blood is draining.
And then I'm going to, from the back, the anchor.
It's just an anchor, yeah. Dance War Sharp and the anchor.
I love it.
As
D12 of damage.
I know.
And it's basically magical.
Tooth
It's magical.
It is magical.
leaves. She's going to disengage bonus action because she is going to rush over. Disengage bonus. She is going to take an action for a. I think it has to be religion or arcana. Probably religion. She's gonna take a look at the ground, try to make a check, like what's going on here, to give you guys some.
Come on,
help.
Tooth.
You got this.
It's a 6. She doesn't add anything to religion. Oh, or arcana. I was like, oh no, I made the wrong choice. Tooth is just like, we have to break this somehow. She is going to take her action to slash at the ground, basically. Try to start chipping away, break whatever she can do to break this. It's a nat 3. Stone and metal hit, cling! As, again, this thing is in a frozen, rocky tundra. It's going to be harder to break this than normal. Brings us back to Gluttony.
And the portal is like a big arch, right?
It's like... It starts on the ground. It's a circle on the ground that becomes an arch of flames when demons appear, and then kind of fades back to the circle. So
Like
Tooth is trying to chip the
that
ground.
creates the doorway, and then the doorway closes.
So Tooth is starting to chip at the ground, like before it becomes an arch again. Can we break it on the ground and stuff like that? Gluttony will go. I will let you know. He's got insatiable appetite. North, if he can hit you even one more time, something really bad will happen in terms of Gluttony getting more powerful. Here comes his bite
Oh, I got
attacks.
stone's endurance, so I can use damage.
Here we go.
You have good con saves.
25.
Hits.
What's your con save?
That's a 17.
17 still hits.
He will hit on both. I need 2 con saves. As he bites
Does
for...
his healing heal equal the damage he deals?
No,
Or
No. It's a
Okay.
different... Yeah, it
Different
would
roll,
be
okay.
horrible if he could heal exactly what
It
he did.
sounded like a D12.
Versus, like, his healing is actually a different hit die.
First
It's
con
a-
save is a 7. Second one's a 10.
7.
I have a plus
Yeah.
5.
Oh
North,
Five.
you will take first 20 points.
Half
I'm
to
gonna use
10.
my reaction this turn.
Half
Not the sentinel.
to 10.
Just stone's endurance.
Stone's endurance to half it again, yeah.
So I will not have it, but I will reduce
Oh.
it by 5. So I take 5.
So you only take 5, so still about half. So again, 20 to 10 to 5.
I could have
His
reduced all of it if I did
second
2 on the dice.
bite comes in 16 to 8.
Okay.
North, you're starting to look horribly bloodied yourself. As Gluttony will heal both of those for 13 points of damage. Or 13 points of healing. But as Insatiable Appetite, he is successfully fed 5 times. You watch as bones begin to splinter under muscle, fur becomes thicker as sinew and darkness cover him. He technically changes into a new stat block right now. Nothing technically.
Does he keep the damage, or?
That is where, so he keeps some of the damage.
Gotcha.
Some. His hit points are increased by the difference in his hit die.
Gotcha.
So he does, quote unquote, heal. But his overall, actually that's not terrible. He is still bloodied, I should say. But only now technically bloodied. As normal, if he could have just healed what he did, he would have been hurt. He is still technically bloodied. Now is running this stat block as he is now Gluttony the Void. His true form. He has eaten enough to become his true sin form. As upon his chest, you see a dark abyssal. I don't think anyone here in the party reads abyssal, unfortunately. But
Hiccup.
Oh yeah, Hiccup. But Hiccup's having a bit of a tea time with the angels.
Doesn't Rat or someone?
Oh,
Rat does!
Yeah!
You see Rat turns just like, that just says eat. Like, in basically, it's a symbol meaning eat, but it is a sin symbol upon his chest. Gluttony is grody. Oh, this is where he gets 3 attacks now. But that was his turn. As he ate, he
How
became
much
the
did he
void.
heal for?
About 30 hit points in difference. Doesn't get everything back. Again, he is not hurt. He is still bloodied, but it definitely brought him out of a precarious situation because he ate. Sinbad, you and Tooth are there. There's a bunch of demons next to you. I will let you know, they don't seem to be wanting to attack you. They have orders. They might be going to either attack the Chimera or go off. Like, it doesn't sound like they're going to be attacking you, maybe in passing.
Can I try to find a weak point or attempt to look for a way to end this?
Give me, it's a religion check on this symbol on the ground, on everything going on.
Famously bad for religion.
Me wishing we had the cleric barbarian combo
I
right
know,
now.
right? It's such a fun one.
Can
Like,
I
just hiding behind the
ask,
building
15.
15 will start, it's increments of 5s, 15, 20, 25. So this is like a bronze medal information. You know, when Ramses was in your head possessing you, symbols have power, right? These are ancient Enochian language, what we know as Celestial Abyssal. The runes around it are what's important, not the pentagram itself. If enough of the runes, there's about 5 of them, if enough of these ancient abyssal runes are destroyed beyond comprehension, this just becomes a picture on the ground in blood. That's all it is.
Can I use
Does anyone speak Celestial?
my own blood to mess with the markings?
Yes, you can. You will have to take some damage if you want to do that. Because there's a difference. Because Tooth is doing the, like, I'm just trying to attack. If you want to use your blood,
I want to, like, use my own blood to make these symbols gibberish.
just, make them not.
Just
It's,
ruin them.
yeah, it's, you
like
jump on a
Sharpie
typewriter
over
and start slamming in a bunch of different
Yeah.
letters. So here we go.
I
You're
was
going to
saying,
make.
I'll take my
Celestial,
dagger
we
out,
could change the-
slash
You
my
auto
hand.
attack yourself. Go ahead. You're not going to have to roll like as if a true attack.
But I'm not playing a
Still
cleric.
roll me
1d4.
though. For this room, it's a 1d8
Yeah, right?
of damage to yourself, plus whatever your strength or dex is.
Don't worry, I got a paladin
Yeah,
on the way.
it's
I
not
have
like a
such-
true. It's not
I
a
have
stab,
awful
but it's not an
rolls.
attack. 5. So Sinbad, you will have to take 5 points of damage to yourself, but you smear blood over one of these runes. Immediately, you can tell stop smoking. Like you kind of feel the fire on your hand as you touch it and smear the blood. Sizzles out. The portal is looking hurt.
Can I bonus action do it again?
Thief.
Roll me another d8. Thief fast hands. It's another d8 slashing to
Oh,
yourself.
I can't use the same.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Part of this is these
like
portals
sucks your
demand blood. It's a,
5 again.
5 again. So Sinbad, you're looking bloodied, but on your own hand, quite literally pun intended, as another symbol, you just start drawing smiley faces, squiggles,
Can I
like.
hold on? Here's my one last request.
Yeah.
Can I, seeing as how I'm the one that wrote the smite spell,
Yeah.
can I recall it and draw the smite spell?
Holy.
I was
Fuck. Here's what I will say, Sinbad. You're gonna have to make me a history check. It's a DC 17. Because
it took one action for Ramses to write it.
Exactly.
16, baby. Not one.
No. A nat one.
Inspiration.
You draw the
Do
circle.
I
you
have
do-
inspiration or anything?
I don't think anyone has inspiration right now that they can share.
No worries.
Dang it, that sucks. As you go and you draw the circle, you do it. It does still, again, 2
Oh,
of
do I
these
get 2
runes.
chances?
Unfortunately, no. I'm going to say because
Just a
you would have had to
one-time
have asked for an action. So
No worries.
your first action, you try it, doesn't work, but it does ruin the current rune. You go to the next one, do it. 2 runes are down. It's looking really hurt. The portal's looking bad.
Okay.
Again, you just need it eventually to be gibberish enough. It might just be a majority, or it could be a lot. Sinbad, as you do so, the demons
Come on.
are going to take quick slashes at you and Tooth. Most of them are going to go at the Chimera crew. That is kind of their goal of just protect the... protect the portal from you guys, but right now we had our initial goal.
Okay. AC 16.
AC 16. One's coming at you. That's a 10. That misses. Tooth, that's a nat 1. So you Tooth are fine, thankfully. They don't attack you guys. They can't possess you. That would have been their goal if they could. The demons take their turn. The Chimera crew barely holding on. And as that happens, it is the demons' turn. So I roll for the portal. Yep. The portal starts flickering with sparks and flame. It's getting close to another round of demons
Thank
appearing. North, that is your turn.
Okay. Gotta man up and do this. Let's
Man
do
up.
this. Okay.
Come on.
Object interaction.
You relentless attack. I forgot about that. He still hit you both times, but
anyway,
I forgot about that. He could have crit.
Object interaction. I'm gonna dip into the bag.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pull out a pot, a big iron pot, and I'm gonna Skyrim this.
Where did he go? Come back here. Don't you try thieving in my
I'm going
city.
to try to action whatever, shove this pot over his head.
Okay.
You can't see me.
I will say, you're trying to. It sounds like you're trying to blind him.
Yes. Should I not?
I will just let you know, because on his turn, he can object interaction take it off unless you're holding
Okay.
it like a grapple.
Yeah, never mind.
Because that would be the way to. It's if Tooth or Sinbad were still here, yeah, you could choose. I'll just hold it down, and everyone else has advantage.
Never
But
mind.
right now,
Um,
it's not great when it's a one-on-one fight.
Yeah, in that case.
Pull out a pot, throw it to the side. Oh.
Gotta attack him twice with Dan's Morningstar and offhand with the indestructible magic anchor.
Yep. So one hand anchor.
Reckless, 22.
22 hits.
I wanted that 20 hits.
Oh,
Nope,
no.
that's a 21.
21 hits.
And then the anchor, I'm gonna roll using it's the same stats as the frost brand. So
Yeah.
just 24.
24 hits.
Okay.
So all hit.
Yay! Dan's morning. That's a 1 on the damage. So a total of 10 from the first dance strike
10,
and 12 from the second dance strike.
12.
And then a d12 of magical anchor force.
Anchor damage, yeah.
1.
Gluttony's looking horribly bloodied again as you carve through most of what he was able to heal just upon his initial reemergence.
Sweet. And now I just gotta hope he doesn't drop me.
Gotta hope, right?
Gotta pray.
Tooth's turn. She is going to do what Sinbad's doing. Because this is that, like, if blood is working more effectively, this is her goal.
Yeah.
She is going to...
I'm gonna try to say to Rat. Rat, how do I spell smite again? Was it like this or was it a jagged right?
It's right, like, 4 different demons are just clawing at him as he's, like, hanging from, like, a flagpole, just like, give me a moment! It's more like a... You know when you're like trying to like paint a rainbow and then you gotta go around and just as demon. Oh fuck!
Rat, focus!
I can't focus. Like we'll try to see if Rat can start giving advantage later on. Tooth is going to, for her attack,
The demon.
try to attack herself. 6. Tooth is also starting to look really bloody. Everyone is. This fight is close in a horrifying way. She moves against some of the blood. The portal is looking horribly bloodied, pun intended, as so many runes are now broken. There's only 2 runes that are really back up. As, unfortunately though, Tooth only has 1, because offhand interaction, I was checking that she can't 2-weapon fighting to stab, because it's...
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, double 2-weapon fighting from...
Would have helped, yeah.
Is helpful
So,
for me. It's-
Tooth can't do much. It's looking close. Gluttony will take its turn.
Gotcha.
But this is his new stat log. Here we go. Pull of the Void. As you are here, you're already here. You are being pulled against his form. Basically, you will have to make a full action to leave this encounter, as he is simply pulling object. Gravity is slowly coalescing around him, as he is a void of glutton. You are not yet in his true void, wherein you might start taking damage and being like ripped apart by him. But he's going to make 3 attacks. Oh, he can make a void bite now. Love that. Here we go. Just a minute. 1 with the void. 1 with... He has tendrils now? Grody. Advantage. 18 both times. The second attack. 20. That's his 2 tendrils.
Gotta get you some plate.
Barbarian, I can't
He is
make
going
armor.
to then take a
I'm wearing
void
the best
bite.
armor I can, athlete.
So yeah, here's the void bite. That is... rats. 26. Because of the rat plus. He could have had... He had a nat 1 on the first one. So, here we go. I have to tally up all of this.
I'm just gonna reduce
Oh,
the
that was
damage
low,
by,
okay.
please subtract 8 from the total. We'll subtract 8 from after what's happened.
Hold that number.
8 from the
Okay.
biggest number.
Plus... Oh gosh, I have to do real math. Okay. North, he will minus 8 from this. So that is
Minus 8 after
30,
that happening.
38 points of damage. Halved will be 19 points of damage.
Minus 8.
Because the minus 8 comes
Oh no
from
no no!
that.
I might say it from the total to begin with. Oh no, you're right. I should do it from the end. You're right. I'm sorry. So
It just changes the math. Duh. 'Cause that
20.
basically I only have
You will
4
take
in that case.
46 points of damage.
Half to 23.
Up to 23 minus
Minus
8
8.
is 15.
Okay. I'm at 4.
I now need you, because one of these was the void bite, to make a con save.
21.
Yes!
That succeeds. He doesn't
Give me
heal.
some!
Oh, that was so close. Oh, because he really wanted to heal. He can heal way more now with this. Because, yeah, that would have been 1 attack. He can't do that one. Cool. That's his turn. Sinbad, that's you. I will make a roll for Rat, see if he can help you. It's a nat 4. Rat is up a pole. Just demons are dogs at his
Can I
doorstep.
call for Marina for help as well?
Yeah, we'll see if Marie can give you help action. 3. Your crew is giving wallop by the again. They are all holding their own. Marina's trying her best. Kale and Rat slammed against the demons.
Okay.
Jin and yeah, it's
No problems.
here we go. Do you want to just try to destroy the runes, or do you want to try to do the big strike?
I wanna. There's something that I wanna do, but I don't know. So I want to. They're gonna get to come out again before. So it's me, the demon gate, then Tooth, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I know.
Or I would be able to do something else because that's something I want to do.
Is
Okay,
it
I'm gonna
that
bonus
you're
action do it to one of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna try once again for the smite.
Bonus action to 1. So go ahead and roll a d8.
1. Yes.
How many hit points are I think that's
I'm at 13.
So close. On this one, before you even have to make, I now have to make, it's almost like a morale check, but the gate only has one rune open. It doesn't have enough of the abyssal magic working with it. It could just naturally close from this. Unfortunately, it is able to stay open. Maybe it's because it's been open for so long, it's just barely keeping its pulsations.
Then with the bonus action one, can I at least... I'm going to try for the smite symbol.
So...
mostly Sinbad just wants to know what it is.
Yeah, right, so here's the history check. Because
Okay.
that big action. History check to... On this last one, just big old, can I remember the blood
No,
sign?
10.
10.
Then I'm going to action do the last one.
Here we go. Roll the d8. Should be fine, though, right now.
6 damage.
Sinbad on death's door. You feel your vision is going cloudy. Cutting your end once more, because again, it cuts and your body's trying to heal, and you just keep cutting, pushing the blood.
Can I try to remember one last time?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay,
It
no
is a
worries.
big action thing. As you do so, the portal begins to bubble and sizzle. Blood starts coalescing, swirling around this pentagram into a singular point. In a fine red mist, explodes. Gluttony turns.
Ah, fuck. Another time then.
As he's about to get ready to leave. You broke his portal, he's got no reinforcements, he's not gonna stay. At the end of Sinbad's turn, no demons appear.
Can I think I'm going to fall prone
Okay.
as a way to get Gluttony to think he can kill me.
I'll allow it. We'll make, when it comes on his turn, we'll make an opposed deception insight. I think that's smart. I think it's smart. It's a bit passive. It's not, because it's not true action. It's not like, oh no, look at me. So, you're going to try that. The demons can't appear. Smart. So they continue to attack the crew. But now the crew has a chance to just slowly not be overwhelmed. North.
Okay,
What's the,
3
demon
stamina
gate?
point called action shots with Dan's Morningstar on the glyph on his chest.
All the stamina onto the sigil, burned in.
The
that
third
says
one won't
eat.
have the modifier of the damage.
Right, but
Okay.
all stamina, just max
Recklessing.
damage. Recklessing, because you gotta hit still.
14.
First one won't hit. Second,
26.
26 hits. The anchor,
Well, Dan's
Or-
in without the modifier. 22.
22.
Okay, so 2 hits, one of them has no modifier.
2 hits, one with no mod.
So I'll roll cross the crossbow.
But you stamina pointed it.
So max, so 8 damage from that one, and then plus 2 from Rage.
Rage.
10.
Because you get to max it, because
Yep.
10.
10, and then
I forgot about stamina points.
It's-
17.
17. You slam in. Boom! Boom! The symbol just starting to rip away against fur and sinew. Licks his lips.
Close.
As he is on death's door.
Okay.
Tooth has a chance then. She will turn. On Glutton's turn, he's about to try to leave. She is going to try to run up. She will have to bonus action hide to try to sneak attack, because passive. So, here's her stealth. She needs at least... Oh, that's only an 11, so she won't have advantage, but she will have sneak attack. Tooth will roll to hit. You hate to see it. That was a 13 total. Runs in. As she does so, again, the intense pull, once she gets within 10 feet of him, is thrown off her feet and is just being sucked into this void. Tooth slips. North. Gluttony looks horribly hurt. Go ahead and make me a deception, Sinbad.
Oh no, I'm dying.
Oh no. Oh yeah, he actually does have a decent
18.
18. I will let you know. He's got a pretty good insight. The Sins kind of have...
Why?
Oh, their main things are intimidation, insight, and arcana for some reason. Like, they just kind of
Okay.
see these things. Oh, and some of them have athletics, but that's very specific.
Athletics makes sense.
So, well, yeah, right. Well, and I should say in this current form, because they do get to. It's not a level up kind of thing, but the more they can feast on their sin.
Yeah.
Here we go. Gluttony. Ooh, that bounced right out of the box.
Start rolling bad.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, that's...
Plus his bonus is gonna put him over.
Okay, there's no, like, pride thing of, like, he wants to kill me?
But he's not pride! Fun fact. Yeah, that's
but he's hungry.
That's one of his other brothers.
He's hungry.
He's hungry. Ooh, I'm so hungry. As Gluttony turns.
I will see you again, champion.
Motherfucker.
As he will swirl into black smoke. Up and away. Sentinel gets to go off because this is not technically magical teleportation.
Oh, okay.
Huge!
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 It's huge.
Stamina point called shot on the glyph.
On the glyph.
24 to hit.
Yes!
24 hits. How much damage?
17. I wanted to crit so bad.
Would you like to know how much points?
Yes, please.
This kills him?
He has exactly
Oh my god.
13 hit points left.
After my 17? Okay.
He has
Oh.
30 hit points left. You deal 17.
He's down to 13.
He is down. He's at 13 hit points. Is not dead. Swirls away.
Sentinel stops him, right?
Sentinel, he can no longer
He
move.
can no longer move. So he is here. So instead of moving, he is going to do something else then.
Yeah.
Because that was just moving. That's not an action, right? He was just kind of like, I'm a demon, I fly away.
Stay and die, foul beast.
He will turn. Does he make? Yeah. Wide. Into the void we go.
I'm so
Gluttony
glad that you
chooses a
made this
creature
thing.
within his line of sight. He's going to choose north. Because you
Okay.
kept him here.
Yes.
You need to make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw. As the void is about to wrap you around in pure force.
Got a natural 1.
Oh, fuck.
As you slam, the symbol burns on his
Sam,
chest.
come sit over here. I can't
Sam.
handle this.
Yeah, I need someone to hold. North, you are lifted into the air. You are about to be thrust as the symbol opens up. A
Hold up.
belly upon his stomach. Maw opens from the sigil. As you are drugged into the pure void itself of himself.
Is he in extra-dimensional space?
No.
Really?
He is a space unto himself.
Okay, he's not like a pocket dimension or anything?
If anything, he's more of a doorway into the sin he represents.
He's wondering if it blows up because
Yeah,
of the
because
bag.
the bag of holding.
Yeah.
I did think
That
that one
would've
through
been
because
too
it would have been
cool.
crazy. Unfortunately, it's
Ah.
more of this is a portal to the devil in hell that he has come to represent on this plane.
Okay.
Very nice.
That is going to be 5d10 of force damage. I could roll 8s. I could roll a lot of 2s.
Guaranteed 5 ones, right?
Absolutely.
Like, how much do you have? Okay, so he's knocked out, guaranteed.
33.
I'm not dead.
Have to fit
Alright,
16.
we'll take it.
But I am
North
unconscious.
is down. As you are unconscious in the maw, you are reduced to 0 hit points. You will dissolve.
What?
Gluttony will regain half of this damage then dealt. So 16.
He heals for 16.
Heals for 16 as Nicholas
I
Saint
only have
North.
one Hail Mary.
You're what? There is something that will happen here as you dissolve. We cut away, Santa. You feel your body and essence spin into nothingness. No saves, no nothing. You are dead. but instead, you find yourself in a tavern, hearing a whistling.
Has this happened to other people?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you true die.
Yeah.
Hola, Guardian. As you turn, a figure somehow larger than even you. You see a snout from under the hood, white fur. It is a pleasure. Quite some time since I devoured one of your kind. The wolf turns, red eyes. You see death, Motham, the end. You are quite lucky. I have a deal for you. We don't just allow champions to die. Hombre, you get to play for your life. You and me. You pick the game, Sam. Whatever game you want. If you win, you live. If you lose, you die.
A coin flip.
I will say, depending on the others, every game that is played with death does slowly take away the possibilities.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
I just set my dice down.
You get to choose a game, and as long as it's not a game already been picked
By anyone else?
by anyone else, any of the
Darn,
champions.
because I'm Russian too.
I know.
Russian roulette?
Well,
Nana
someone
already
already
did it.
picked it,
Oh!
but she died. That's the first character to die. She lost Russian roulette.
That's so crazy.
So, it's whatever game you want. And again, and this can be Sam or North or anything. Like, this is you and me. We play a game against each other, and if you win, you live. You'll be at 1 hit point. Clemmy's gonna leave. That's it.
A drinking game.
That's funny.
Explain.
Death and I are going to drink, not shots, we're going to take pints until one of us drops.
Okay. Now
You-
here's what we're gonna do.
You got Bud Light in the back?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, crack the fridge, cold one. Because of course, we could actually go get a bunch of drinks and do a whole drinking game. But would you like this to be resolved through a dice?
We can, yeah.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Because I do have a stat block for death. For people who choose a in-game.
What is it, like 50 con?
It's not. It's actually pretty fair. Because again, it would be death, although unfair.
He did kind of lose the
This
puss.
is the game. Like, he does allow this. This is the thing with the champions. I had to set up from day one of, if you want to live, you
This
can
is
play
so
for it,
cool.
right?
I love that.
So, here's what it's going to be. We're going to make increasing Constitution saving throws. As I've done in previous campaigns, the DC will continually raise. I will be rolling this in front. We're being completely fair.
All rise.
Because the first check is a DC 5.
Okay.
The first pint goes through. We increase by 2 every round.
Is it fail 3, then they go down?
If you fail 3, you go down.
Okay.
Because fun fact, yeah, the Imagineers in Desania had a drinking game with Fergus. This is how I came up with this.
Yeah.
So here we go. First round. His bonus. He actually can't lose the. I don't think
I also
anyone
got
can,
a +5.
Yeah, no
so.
one can lose the first round if they've got a good enough con. Oh, success! You pulled down.
We both rolled an 18.
I miss being able to drink.
Hey, how's it going?
Go, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Seven.
2 19s.
7.
What? What
We rolled
was
two
that?
19s and two
Pace
19s.
for pace with death. It is 9 now.
14.
Oh, you're pulling ahead.
Plus success on both, but you finish your drink first. Death. You got to savor what you have in life, Nicholas.
11s.
11s.
I got a
9.
9.
That's the first failure.
First
Hold on,
failure.
let's grab like.
A D6.
D6
Yeah, Logan's
something.
got this.
I
He'll
got
keep
it.
track.
Logan will keep track. That's 1 failure for North.
2. And where's the 3? There it is.
Here we go. We're at 13.
It's an 11.
10 plus
I got 2
his.
failures.
So he succeeds 2 failures.
Oh, fuck.
15s.
That's a 4 again.
As Death doesn't take a single failure, he slowly finishes his drink.
Damn it.
I'll
Did you
set the
savor
cup
your
down.
Did you savor your life, Nicholas?
I had a very long one. And
You did.
things will be unresolved. If it's my time, then I accept. I have a question though.
Of course. They all do.
Is there any way I could get a sort of small favor from you? Not for me, but for my companions.
Perhaps.
When the demon took me, I had a weapon. A weapon in which your champions need. Will you allow it to return to them?
You speak of the morning star.
I do.
Life is not fair, mi amigo. That weapon will now reside in hell, unable to be picked up by any of those there. Gone.
Very well. I also have a holy water on me.
Damn it.
¿Estás listo? Are you ready?
See.
As taking your hand, what is the last thing you say to Sinbad and Tooth as you die?
So how am I describe the scene of my death?
As being pulled in, the maw is closing around you.
Like holding against.
Like
the...
holding against as your body dissolves away. Starting with your toes, moving upwards, not unlike being transported to another plane.
I'll look at Tooth.
Mm.
Sadly, show he's not here.
She missed it, she missed it.
And find Jack. And looking at Sinbad. Bring back my flint. See?
Alright.
Which one? North, as your body dissolves away into nothingness. Gluttony.
Delectable.
Turns. Sees Sinbad and Tooth.
Another time.
Is it my turn?
As it is your turn, Sinbad. But no one has Sentinel anymore. It's just Gluttony here.
Where's the Morning Star?
The Morning Star currently is in the maw. Now, I'm being fair. You might have to jump in to get it, but that could provoke a lot of damage inside the maw.
Bonus action, right smite on my dagger.
Okay, here we go.
Rat!
Yes! No!
Marina!
Nat 20. You can have advantage.
Yes!
You have advantage. Marina's going to give you advantage. History check.
It was a 19.
Stop rolling on a slanted surface. You need to put the dex on the
Yeah,
table.
the slanted surface.
You
really moved it.
put the blood on the knife. It just is smudging. It's trying to
Fuck,
go from
man.
bigger to small.
Alright, I run over. I action I have plenty of movement to dive in. Action grab the Morning Star.
As you get that close, I will say, though, you need to make me either a strength or dex check, your choice, because there is a gravitational pull right now.
Nat 20 slanted to a
There
2!
we
Okay,
go,
you're good.
there we
It's
go.
a
That
two!
Well, that would have been bad because you might have been like at. Wait, it was a 2?
It's a 2.
Oh!
And then rolled over.
Gosh!
Because
I'm
slanted
gonna move
surface.
this.
Put it on
You
the
are
main
pulled.
table.
You are basically you cannot leave now without a big save. Like, again, it's kind of what happened to Tooth behind the screen.
Gotcha.
It's
This is gross.
Yeah, well, I almost killed him.
So
If
can
I
I
made that
action
extra,
grab
if I
this
hit that
star?
third attack,
Mhm.
he would
Yeah.
have been dead.
you might take some damage from
Because they
it,
were
or you
all
want to
hard
risk
shots.
it.
He would have
Just because it's
Oh,
in
yeah.
the maw.
Yeah. I'll
Action
grab
grab it.
it. And with the bag too, or whatever.
Yeah.
Stay on the point, grab the bag and the star.
It's as Santa dissolves, you're grabbing inside object interaction, star back, just pulling them out.
Okay.
I will roll. This isn't all the damage, because again, this isn't being eaten. It doesn't attack what he did for the big hit. But there is still, you have 7 hit points.
How much damage is it?
It's a D10 inside.
Alright.
Here we go. That is a 6.
No way!
That is a 6. Sinbad, you are at 1 hit point. Death's Door as you grab Morningstar and Bag of Holding.
I'm shaking. Okay.
The maw is dragging you. That's really damage. You watch your own arm start dissolving slowly in here as you barely pull out.
So it was movement get there, bonus action to right, but fail.
And I'm allowing object interaction. It's just that choice because action
So
you
I
might.
have my action left.
Because if you chose an action to grab it, you could have had no damage, but that would have been all your action,
Yeah,
right? That would have been your turn to just.
Could I potentially try one more time on the back of the dagger to right smite?
It's your choice.
Or do you want to disengage and eat yourself off of him?
I want to smite.
Oh, smite. Go ahead. With advantage. Marina's giving this advantage.
On the flat surface.
On the flat surface.
Can I get the story dice?
It's story dice. It's gotta be good.
And then the
math.
bloody dice.
Both of them.
Bloody dice.
Bloody
and
dice,
story
story
dice.
dice.
Alright.
So
This one
famously-
and that one.
This is the.
That's the DreamWorks dice. What do you want? Yeah.
Famously, the bloody dice only works when you're at 1 hit
That die
point.
hit
So
It was on a nat 20.
It was on 12, so 13.
Okay.
nah.
The bloody one, did you see it? It hit
The-
when he
You said the DC was 17, right?
He's 17
And
right now.
I have
In
my stamina points. I can't really use any of this. And then I have superiority dice, unless I can use commanding presence. But I don't really
I'm
think.
trying to think because you tried to write it, it didn't work.
Because
That
I just
won't
like
negate your. If you choose to attack him, it's still an attack. It won't be
Won't be
smite,
smite.
won't be anything.
But
It's,
you can still hit him.
you can still stamina point, try to hit him with the Morningstar.
You have one sir.
Okay.
With or without a 2-minute, still
Is it just like a straight up Morningstar?
it's
Straight
a D8
Morningstar.
plus when you're not attuned. D8 plus
Strength.
your strength. Yeah.
So I can only do 9 damage.
But a max 9.
Yeah.
If you stamina point this.
I'll go. Do I have sneak attack? No one's
Tooth is there. Yeah, Tooth is
Oh,
there.
she is?
You have because she got pulled in too. You and Tooth are stuck in combat here.
So if I stamina point
Then it would
with
be
sneak attack,
21 damage.
21.
no, it'd be 9 plus 6.
9
Oh, it's not
oh,
2d6
because
yet,
because
you're
Tooth is
not
the high.
Tooth, yeah.
So 15.
So I just hit.
No, yeah, you gotta roll the hit.
Yeah, you roll the hit. It's if you hit stamina points that
It's
you just
15
max. You
damage.
don't have to roll. So here we go.
Okay. Precision strike.
Precision strike. See here. 19.
21.
21.
Yes!
Hits. 15 points of damage.
Plus another 8. Because precision strike.
Plus.
That's 23.
Okay.
How much did he heal from the north?
That's
16.
what. He is
No, because then you hit him down to 13, and then he healed from you.
healed
16.
from you.
He healed.
So hold on, let me make sure.
He
Or-
is.
So we
I
have
only had 4 hit
9
points, so-
plus, so 15.
Well, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter what. It's he gets a roll for it instead of.
yeah.
Because that's what makes it instead of whatever he takes, he can heal. It's
That's
I hit you, but I have to roll something else for gluttony to heal him.
Yeah, just 23 damage.
23 damage.
Don't tell me he's at like 24 or something.
Here's what's insane. He is barely alive. Literally barely. I can't, in good conscience, roll for Tooth. I'm gonna go walk down the hall and let Shelby roll. Because if I do it and fail, that's not fair. That is, I can't be a part of this. So I'm just gonna have Shelby make a D20 roll.
I
real
can't
quick.
go with.
It's a secret. It's a secret.
Texture to
I
remember
did.
stamina points.
Oh, yes. You're a rogue.
We have to kill this guy. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the idea of like Sinbad using dark magic for some reason.
I do like that.
Yeah.
You wanna go like Paladin, Vengeance Paladin?
Oath of Vengeance.
Swap your fighter for Oath of Vengeance Paladin.
he's too much. He's gotta stay fighter. I really like fighter rogue.
And especially because you're battle master, right? So the maneuvers
Oh, that's
really help with the
true.
Battle
versatility.
master thief. I can do
Yeah, you
literally
can do all the
anything.
things.
It's fine. I'll bring a paladin as my next
I was
character.
gonna say
It was the worst.
Proteus. Yes.
That's right. He's your backup.
So sad with that. I wasn't ready for that.
Anyways, Proteus.
Proteus! Oathbreaker paladin!
Yeah, no.
Who's ready to gain control of all the undead and fiends that they send after us? Because Oathbreaker just go,
I
"You're fine."
cannot.
Oh, I
wait.
love that.
Oh, you're Oathbreaker paladin.
Because his oath, he was oath of devotion, protect the Syracuse and the Book of Peace.
Lost it.
Failed, broke his oath.
You aren't playing Proteus in a different campaign, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
He's
so
my backup.
He hasn't been introduced yet.
Nope.
Do you know where he is?
No, but I'll discuss that with August after today, I bet.
A lot. Oh my god. Yeah, no, because I've also
I
wanted
also, I'm gonna text him over that.
everyone
show
else in the
tonight,
crew.
gameplay.
The other people in the crew are the more kind of damage dealers.
Yeah.
I can do damage, but I'm going to be doing Thief Battle Master.
Mm-hmm.
August does a lot of objective-based combats, so I want to have Sinbad be built to achieve objectives.
Yes. It's clever. Did you just like?
Just say yes or no.
Shelby did not answer. I think she's not feeling good.
Oh, okay. She also told me she was going down to the car for
Oh,
something.
yeah,
but
she might not
hasn't
be there.
responded.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for that, can I just point out that the first two player characters you have completely killed in Dreamworks were both the Russian characters?
I
Do you
feel
have
so
some secret
bad.
vendetta that we should know about?
Hey,
Sounds like
man.
John F. Kennedy.
Support Ukraine. I'm kidding, guys. I mean, to be fair, let alone. Yeah, but like at the same point, no, that was not my intention to kill Russians.
But you gotta know. You
But I
You
did.
killed all two of our Russians.
All two of them. That's insane. To start off this, here's also what's gonna be fair. I had this thought. Tooth could finish this off. Stamina point, stab him. It won't be with the Morning Star though.
Yeah, he'll come back.
Can I toss the Morning Star to her?
Because you use your object
At-
interaction to grab.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
that's why, like,
We're fine. That's
no,
fine.
you're well. That's why, because I was thinking through while walking. I'm like, oh wait, because even if, and also throwing to her has a risk of going
Okay.
back into the void right now. Of like, catch.
Because
And
grab
just-
me.
I forgot about the Morning Star thing.
Yeah.
Can I have held my action?
I don't think so right now.
Okay.
Because it was that you had to grab it and use it because everything's happening so fast.
No problem.
I will
Kill.
say, Tooth will either escape or simply be
Set back. just
set back
zero.
for a time.
We got the experience either way.
We're gonna roll on Tooth's sheet. Yeah, XP either way. Gonna roll on her sheet. I want to see, but I have to see.
She could hide first.
Okay. Tooth attacks. Stamina point. Screaming, stabbing into Gluttony. His body will start to fold in on itself, hitting on a 20 for max damage.
Oh my god.
As
Oh my god. Oh.
North, what is the last thing you say before you fold two into this space? Your last words.
Second try. Last words. Okay.
I love you.
It's not over yet.
Be
As
strong as bear.
Be strong as bear, Lord.
it's not over yet. Swirling into the void. That is where we're going to end tonight's session as standing there on hands and knees. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you for listening. I will see you all next time. Or not all of you.